not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs is touching, never swallow the ham. He'd rather eat a sandwich salad. It might need salt like your man's bland ballad. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell yous. Blues on L juice, snooze all hell loose. Break it, take it like the good, the bad, the ugly. Break it rolling through your hood in the caddy buggy. Butter softy leather, flossing fatty juggy. Always threw me off when she told me daddy funked me. I'm like any who's sees walking all out in the street without any shoes. I guess it's better than some funky socks. You need to get her some skits before she catch the monkey pox. She wanna hear the beatbox, take pills and make fake krills to sheetrock. Sing it, bring it back to your laboratory while he's in his oratory, glorious like a horror story. The mask is like Jason, he told the place not to let the basket type case in. He might be some type of wacko, looking for a chance to heat the pipes like a crack hole. He said, blessed be the Lord, who believe any mess they read up on a message board. If so, I got a bridge for the Lolo. Them type fools go into the popo. Here, orange peel L's for the whole tier. Feel like he been gone the whole year, came home to old gear. It was this issue when he first scooped it. At least you get to sit out in New York and curse stupid. He plead the fifth and sip wine stiffly. Patiently come up and be spiffy in a jiffy. Gift with the grind, criminal mind, shifty cat. Swift with the 9 through a 5950 hat. You hear it when you meditate in deep theta. That I hate, a creep plater. Dedicated cheap skater who keep data. Stay well self-medicated to sleep later. Side effects is similar to sugar pill. Nobody go next on the mic, he put a booger ill. I made his exit on some calms. This egg on the regs for the kegs of the vomit.
Yo, what is up? It's been a couple days. Titan, what's up? Finally found the channel. I'm glad you found it. Long time. It's been a while. I know Titan don't really be in Regis chat anymore, so I don't know where you've been, Titan, but good to see you. Josh, what's going on? Oh yeah, what's up? So that's actually it's actually MF Doom, but the guy who did the track or the remix used a different beat, so it's just MF Doom. It's just bars, but there is a different beat. But I mean, it's no copyright, so I'm like, oh shit, might as well play it. But I'm definitely an MF Doom fanboy though. Candace, what's going on? What is up? Reed, what is up? Racer, what's going on? All right. So shout out to AJ. AJ, he was roasting and toasting a little bit. He's probably doing that right now. But shout out to AJ's son. Looked like his son actually got accepted to a university with full scholarship. So that's some cool shit. Shout out to AJ on that. So if you have any funny clips, you can email me at soulproviderfiles@gmail.com. Anything funny on YouTube, on the woman's side, man's side, but if it's funny, I'm down. Also, yesterday's, not yesterday's, last stream, Coon stream, shout out to Richard, Conley, and New for the super chats. I didn't see it. I did not see it when I was streaming last time. So shout out to them for being the current sponsors of this show. I saw at the very end of the show, I was like, oh crap, I didn't give y'all props. So props to y'all. And also, you can join the Coon panel after like an hour. I'll let y'all know if anyone has any opinions or little thoughts they want to say. I'll let y'all know. All right. Titan, what's going on? Reed knows what from when he took my range. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to actually talk about that. We're going to talk about the Chat Mafia thing. We're going to talk about that. But first, let's cover some news first. I just want to cover a little bit of news. All right, here we go. Going to be really quick with it. All right. So the Texas outlet shooting that happened in Allen. 8 people were killed, at least 7 others wounded. The gunman, I think, was 33 years old, so fucking my same age, fellow millennial here. The shooter was killed by police. It says killed by police and appears to have written approving about the Nazis. Wow, so he really was a Nazi. RBR would definitely not like that. So while sharing images of his many firearms, posting a photo of the mall on social media in weeks before the shooting, multiple weapons owned by the gunman, including AR-15, used in an attack, were purchased legally. A law enforcement source told CNN there had been more than, of course, 200 mass shootings in the U.S. in the first 5 months of the year with gun violence in the gun violence archives. So, as some of y'all may know, I am in Texas. I'm like a Texas transplant, basically. And I'm not going to lie, man. Some of this news on Texas is kind of annoying to see. I mean, of course, the USA will never be 100% safe. No state will be 100% safe unless you're in fucking, I don't know, shit. I'm sure there's crime in Maine, although that's a very out of nowhere state all the way up there in the north, but I'm sure there's crime up there. But just to tell y'all my experience, I've actually been to Allen. And I'll be honest, like, Allen's a fairly nice place. If you were to go on niche.com and look up like different towns, suburbs on where to move to in Texas, I'm pretty sure Allen would have a very good review score. When I passed through there, it just looked like a normal, typical DFW / Texas suburb looking place. Had a lot of fucking eateries there, some companies there. I think Toyota's there. I could be wrong on that, but I think I remember seeing like a branch of Toyota there. So they got companies there too. Looked like a nice place, but I guess it's just good example to say that, you could be in a safe place, but you're not totally fuckery free, sadly. So I'm like, shit. When I heard about it, oh shit, Alan. I'm like, wait, I literally passed through that place last year, and it wasn't a pretty nice looking place. I'm like, damn, this is where this shit happened. Shit's fucked up, man. So if the helmets come through, don't blame me. Ha! I hear you. John, what's going on, man? John, don't worry, man. We're gonna talk about oh yeah, what's going on? Imagine what is up. I'm here to argue where the 3 or 4 is at. How do we fix them? All right, how do we fix them? Oh man, you're in the wrong place for that. What's going on? So another thing about this guy, right? So they said that he actually identified as an incel, bro. Once again, another person doing some crazy shit, and then labeling themselves as incel. I was like, okay, that's great news. So I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, this is bad news, of course, and crazy shit in Texas. And then this is not the only thing that happened in Texas, sadly. On to the next one. Let me see. There was another thing that happened in Texas. Yeah, fucking crazy, man. Fucking the Wild Wild West and shit without Will Smith. So, driver in fatal crash outside Texas migrant shelter charged with 8 counts of manslaughter. What's going on, Bob? What up? Matt says, at the end of the day, aren't we all incels when you really think about it? I would say that most men will have dry spells, but I wouldn't say we're incels, but I think everyone has dry spells. Unless you're like with these damn celebrities or some shit. So the man who drove a vehicle into a group of people near a migrant shelter in Brownsville, Texas on Sunday, killing 8 people, injuring 10 more, had been charged with 8 counts of manslaughter. The driver was identified as George Alvarez, 34-year-old, another fucking millennial, with an extensive rap sheet, including prior charges of assault, driving while drunk, intoxicated, according to police. The vehicle he was driving ran a red light, lost control, and flipped on the side, hit a total of 18 people. Goddamn. The chief said. Alvarez then tried to flee the scene. Look at this asshole. He tried to flee the scene before he was detained by bystanders. So this is some more Texas fuckery. Back to back. And then not just that, we had the something else happened before the Allen thing. I don't think I covered it, but there was something else that happened in Texas again. Just a lot of fuckery happened, man. Solo rocking with the Windows XP niggas. I'm rocking with Gen Z. I'm rocking with the millennials. We're on some. I mean, we're not all perfect, clearly. Gen Y gotta go. One of these old niggas. No, I've never had dry spells thanks to all dating coach and all their classes. All right. Oh, so you have this is a fellow testimonial. Good shit, Bob. Good to hear. Good to hear. All right, next up on the news. All right, here we go. Oh, and be sure to like the stream. Definitely does help with the Coon algorithm, as you know, trying to grow this streaming channel. Definitely like the video.
I'm sorry,
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
I'm sorry,
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
I gotta turn off that damn loop. God damn, StreamYard. All right, here we go. More news. Here we go. All right. So, in global rush to regulate AI, Europe set to be a trailblazer. So, it says that the break-taking deployment of AI has been dazzled users by composing music, as we know, with like the Drake shit, creating images and writing essays, while also raising fears about its implications, even though the European Union officials working on groundbreaking rules to govern the emerging technology were caught off guard by AI's rapid rise. 27-nation bloc proposed the Western world's first AI rules 2 years ago, focusing on reining in risky but narrowing-focused applications. General purpose AI systems like chatbots were barely mentioned. Lawmakers working on AI Act considered whether to include them, but we're not sure how, even if it was necessary. It says, quote, then Chat GPT kind of boomed and exploded. A member of the parliament co-leading the measure. If there was still some that doubted as to whether we need something at all, I think the doubt was quickly vanished. There was another thing about, they were saying that some type of chat GPT type of app is going to start being included on like Android phones or something. So the future, I think the AI is definitely going to happen. You know, people can complain about it and bitch and moan about it, but it's definitely the future. And I want that shit to happen, dude. I am definitely in support of that shit. In fact, even as you guys, some of y'all may not know, I'm in the IT field. I even asked my manager about it. I'm like, has our company talked about AI yet? And he said no. Okay, well, they're about to. I'm beginning of a millennial young ex nigga. Okay, that's okay. You're still included. You're still a Chat Mafia Titan, so it is all good. I'm cool with some old niggas. Just not everyone. I'm cool with some of you old folk. It's not all you niggas. All right, next up. Gotta be real quick with this news. All right, here we go. So, of course, you guys know I am a fellow tether, so I had to do a little bit of tether news. A Nigerian senator jailed for 9 years in UK. Oregon harvesting plot. Ooh, plot thickens. So a Nigerian senator, his wife, and a doctor were on Friday jailed. Damn, wife included. Jailed over an Oregon harvesting plot involving a young man who was trafficked to the UK for his kidneys. Goddamn. Britain's Crown Service said in a statement, Senator Ike, oh shit, he got the same name as Ike. That's fucked up. His wife, Patrice, and Dr. Obina were sentenced at UK Central Criminal Court, known as the Old Bailey, to 9 years and 8 months, 4 years and 6 months, and 10 years in prison, respectively, in the first conviction of its kind under Britain's modern slavery laws. Okay. The three were found guilty in March for trafficking a 21-year-old street trader to UK to provide a kidney for the daughter, Sonia. God damn. Who, according to the CPS statement, suffers from kidney failing kidney and needs regular dialysis. Ah, shit. Well, take that L. Good. Look at Josh. All right, next up. So yeah, definitely don't traffic organs. That's bad. Lesson learned. Next news. Here we go. All right, science. Let me some science. So NASA is developing a snake-like robot to slither through a Saturn moon in search of life. Says the EELS is being developed by NASA's JPL laboratory for a space mission to Enceladus. I don't know how to say that shit. One of Saturn's 83 moons, known for its icy surface that the widest and most reflective in our solar system, but it believed that there is a liquid ocean under the ice, prompting further investigation into life exists within it. It says, according to the EELS, is a snake-like self-propelled robot made of segments with first-of-a-kind rotating propulsion units that allow it to grip the surface and move underwater. So this thing is going to be roughly 16 feet and 220 pounds. Oh, man. So Robo Snake is being developed. Good to know. Titan, Soul, come get your Juju people out of my town. JTC, what's going on? Oh man, yeah, right. Horizon Zero Dawn. Hopefully that fucking third game is actually fucking good, because the second one was ass and came out when Elden Ring came out. But on to the next news here. All right, I think this is our last one. Here we go. All right, so last but not least, mental health is very important. How mental health conditions can increase heart attack, stroke rise in people under 40. So researchers say people under the age of 40 with mental health conditions have a higher risk of having a heart attack or stroke. Experts say one of the key factors is stress that can accompany mental health issues. That, oh wow, funny that they're talking about this with that guy, that Texas shooter. They add that many people with a mental health condition also adopt unhealthy lifestyles such as poor diet and lack of exercise. Okay, so fat asses. Damn, man, Titan's speaking that Nigerian lingo. Okay, I hear you. I see you, Titan. People in their 20s and 30s have mental health conditions are up to 3 times more likely to have a heart attack or stroke. That's according to a study published today in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology that looked at more than 6 million people. The study authors said in a press release that lifestyle behaviors didn't explain the increased risk. They know that one of every 8 people in their 20 to 39-year-old category has some kind of mental health condition. The issues included depression, anxiety, and insomnia. Okay. says indicate that these individuals should have received regular health checkups and medication if appropriate to prevent myocardial infection and stroke. While behaviors did not explain the risk, this does not mean that healthier habits would not improve prognosis. Okay, so young niggas stressed out, just like the crazy ass people in Texas shooting shit up. I guess they're stressed out. I don't know what's going on. But all right, that is the news for this Coon stream. All right, so man, what to tackle first? Got so much on the docket today, man. Oh man. So, okay, wait. I do want to show y'all this. I do. It's kind of. It is kind of okay. Might as well show you this. All right, here we go. Just gonna go ahead and show y'all this. So I saw this shit, and it's called the dance of the Wadabe. I think this is in Chad. And these people have a very odd tradition where it's not the women that are trying to like advertise themselves for men, it's the men. I was like, yo, this is weird. I gotta cover this shit. So we're gonna put this really fast, and you can see what the fuck's going on here. All right. These guys actually put makeup on their face and shit. Let me fast forward it. This shit was so weird when I saw this shit. So yeah, as that thing said, these niggas put makeup on. They're really enthusiastic with their faces to show that they have good teeth and shit, that they take care of themselves, all types of weird shit. I'm like, and the women choose. I was like, yo, this is so weird. He said basically the Manosphere. It's weird as shit, but I'm like, yeah, let me just play it. So what's it say? It says darkness falls upon the intensity of this increases. Many young men appear to be in a trance, spurred on flashlights, highlighting individuals so not to warm the eyes. This continues to early hours of the morning. I mean, spear throwing niggas. Yeah, I guess so. So this video didn't show it, but there was another video that showed where like the women are usually like women are choosing up on these dudes, like looking at their bodies and shit. I was like, yo, this is weird. I was like, yeah. But I mean, hey, that's their culture, I guess. But that shit, but this wasn't the right video, but that shit was crazy. It's like when a chicks come through and every dude in the chat drop their height. Yo, I can't stand that shit. Yeah, right. The height, the height isn't bullshit. Like, oh, I'm 6 foot. I'm this, blah, blah, blah. Yo, that shit. Yeah, you're right, right? So that shit, and dudes do it on the spot. Don't even. It's not like the chicks in the chat even ask for it. They just be doing that shit. Funny. Johnny, what's going on? The dance of simps. God, can you really call them simps though? Can you? I mean, that is their culture, though. Now, if this was like American, niggas just doing that shit, of course, it might be simps. But I mean, are they simps though? I mean, it is their culture. I'm about to see a lion come out the woods. Mega, what's going on? My internet height is 6'5". That's stupid. All right. So next up, here's this clip. Shout out to what is this? Fight Club. I think this is Fight Club. The Sip God, always doing some weird shit once again. I think this was with Jay Prince. Yeah, Jay Prince is right there. So this must have been like either Fight Club post stream. Fatty's in here. This Simp God dude says some very cringe shit. I was like, yo. So shout out to the clip gods. Let's go.
Makes woman's dry.
Tory Lanez was fucking Fatty. While you were attracted to Sydney Starr, Tory Lanez was fucking Meg Thee Stallion. Remember that?
That's fine.
Boy, y'all is too much. It's
to be honest,
y'all
a lot of men.
Oh, and just to be clear,
hate.
trans women are beautiful too. I have nothing against trans, just like Fatty.
This nigga, yo, this nigga. I mean, look at the faces. Even Jay Prince. Look at Aaron. Aaron's this guy is kind of chill. You don't even really care. He got Avatar niggas, but look, Jay is extremely concerned, and I am too. That's some foul shit to say on these panels. But remember, real one, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Remember though, I mean, if it wasn't for the clip gods, like the ball of X's of the world and stuff, there's a lot of gay shit dudes are saying on these panels, dude. There's a lot of gay shit. There's a lot of gay shit being said, man. Like, I don't know what week it was, but there was one week. This is before we were cooning on here, but there was one week where, like, there's a lot of gay shit niggas were saying in like 1 week. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? What is going on here?
Wow.
That was a good joke, actually. Pause.
Right.
Yo.
So wait, nobody's going to say like, we're going
Aaron, what the fuck these niggas?
Yeah, that was extremely bizarre, dude. That was bizarre. That was some weird shit. That was some weird ass shit. But moving forward on the docket. All right. So shout out to the Don Gordito or Don Burrito. Shout out to Don. So Don had a very interesting post here. Let's see. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Will, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you, Will. What's going on? What's going on? So, Don says, the nerve of you niggas, so-called content creators blaming the chat and channel guests for the downturn of your channels. If it weren't for us, your channels would be ghost towns. YouTube is a hobby that I'm enjoying doing. My channel is but a spectacle slowly blowing on these YouTube streets. Let's go, Don. However, my 200 sub count have an ass gets the same or more views than channels that have 2K subs in this space. How does that work? Maybe some of you so-called content creators need to get over yourselves and look within. Work on your channels instead of taking the easy route and blaming others. Man, now that's game by Gordito. So you may be wondering, why did Don say this? So Don's been going in on his community chat. I don't see what else he said here. All right, so 2 days ago, Reg, you're too old to be indecisive. 1 minute, Chat Mafia is the shit. The next minute, they're the problem. For those who don't know, I'm the one who coined Reg's platform, Hotel Continental. Oh, okay. So it was Don who did that. I didn't know that. Shout out to, I didn't know that. Okay. History. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. I'm learning that right now. Okay, cool. Since I get that YouTube has changed over the years and y'all have strict rules to follow. However, your flip-flopping and timid disposition is tasteless. Oh man, shout out to Don, man. I wish I could. Hopefully, Don. I don't know if it's going to be free. I wish I could. I would give him the link if he was here. But if he does show up, I'll give him the link so he can say his piece. So he's been going in on Big J. He's been going in on Reg. And I guess maybe he was watching from the clouds or something. But yeah, we got to talk about the Chat Mafia thing. And we're going to talk about this Chat Mafia thing. So if y'all remember, I think it was the last Coon stream where MacBone got kicked off of Ty City's channel. And, this shit was funny, right? I played that shit in slow motion. I was laughing my ass off. right? And then Macbone the next day goes on Regis, and saying, he's mad. You remember I played the Macbone monologue. You went in as a Mac, and Sugarbone, what's going on? Yeah, so he was there. He kicked me off. Yeah, I wanted a chance to talk, and he didn't let me talk. Blah 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 blah. He was really sad about that shit. So, and then during the stream, right, Regis like, oh man, that's fucked up that he hit you off he kicked you off the stream, blah blah blah. But then the next stream, right, Mac Bone's on there donating money, and of course, Reg is gonna let him talk and be long-winded because he's donating money. Okay. So he's donating money, and eventually Reg in the chat is like, help me, someone help, because Mac Bone was doing another monologue where he just, he takes everyone's turn, he doesn't let anyone talk, and then Reg kicks him off the panel. It's like, okay. But then the other day, you were just like, oh, that's wrong that Ty City kicked you off. But then you kicked him off. I was like, okay. I was laughing my ass off. Well, yeah, but AJ didn't show up at that time. I was supposed to do. Racer being messy. Yeah, so that happened. Right? So, but then Macbone shows up again and I guess doesn't care. It was weird. Like Macbone got dropped. The next day, he shows up on Reg like nothing happened. I was like, okay, but why didn't you just do that with Ty City? I don't understand. You could have just, I don't know. Right. I don't know. Oh, Zone, what's going on, bro? That shit was funny, right? So, shout out to John. John had this video. Let me see if I can find it before Reg removes it. Where is it? Can't find it. Where are you? Don't hide from me. Where are you? Here we go. Okay. So shout out to John. All right. So this is on John's channel. You can check out John. You already know his channel. But let's play the tape.
Dude, I don't want to hear this. Can't get out of this shit today. You start all this shit. Chat Mafia shit. All this. It do me no good.
Oh, wait. And then another thing that happened before this, right? Before he kind of nuked Chat Mafia, apparently Brian showed Reg like his girlfriend or whatever girl he was talking to, whatever. And the day after Brian gets removed, I think I didn't watch the whole show, but if Brian was here, I would give him the link. But that was the last time he was on there. But he was on the panel and just talking like normal. And I remember he said that he showed him his girl, and I don't know what, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Shot. What's up? I don't know what the beef was with him and Reg. I don't know. I mean, Brian and Big Game are one of his like best co-hosts ever. Like literally, Brian and Big Game, sorry, are one of Reg's best co-hosts, at least from what I've seen on that channel. I guess before Preem, Soul, turn it up. You mumbling quiet as okay, sure. There, I'll turn it up. But yeah, I think Big Game and Brian are like this best co-host. But it's weird how like even this year and last year, like he's against Brian and OJ, and then he's with them, then he's against. I mean, granted, they're not going to just say yes to everything Reg says. Sometimes they'll disagree. Sometimes they will agree. I mean, but the chat's pretty lit. Everything's pretty lit when those two are usually all three co-hosting and doing topics. I mean, usually it's really fun when they're all those three. I think that's the best co-host crew, right? So I don't get it. So then, this happens. We show up on the chat. Sometimes we lose wrenches. Sometimes niggas get timed out. I mean, there was a couple times where he would just bully Spirit of Justice for no damn reason. I mean, I guess because Spirit of Justice is funny as shit, I guess. So you get timed out, and then the whole taking someone's wrench. Oh, hey chat, pay me niggas so I could give this guy his wrench back. He did that shit a lot of times with Spiritual Justice for no damn reason. Then he started doing that shit with me. Then he blocked John randomly. Just be like treating Chat Mafia like, you know, we ain't shit. But remember, on his channel, I think Reg said the home of Chat Mafia in his description, but he changed that shit as soon as he started nuking Chat Mafia. So for people that need like a visual thing of what nuking means, like how you like nuke a chat, this is the same thing that Bernard Riley did with his chat before. You know, Bernard Riley's chat used to be hella fun, you know, but when you nuke it, this is what happens. So yeah, you nuke it, and then, you know, you just ruin the fun. That's what happened. So that's what Bernard Riley did, and that's what Reg is doing. So I'm like, great, you're nuking the Chat Mafia, yay! You know, although, you know, Chat Mafia has some of the best jokes I've seen ever in a chat. The best, like literally the best. Now I don't know. I mean, I'd say if I was to rank chats, I'd say RPR's chat is pretty high up there. I mean, they'd be roasting him like crazy. You don't care. Sometimes he does block people though. So yeah, like RPR's chat's pretty funny, I would say. God damn. Calling Racer a bandit. Reg upset because Big Game, I don't know. I mean, anytime I ask him about that shit, I usually lose a wrench, get timed out. So me popping up in his chat, I don't mind popping up, but I'm not gonna. It sucks when, you know, you can't really, you know, joke around and, you know, you get timed out for jokes. I'm like, they're not that bad. These jokes are not that bad. Just joke back. I mean, god damn it. It'd be funny as shit. No one's like I don't think the chat is even attacking him. It's just like the jokes are so good that he can't handle the shit, right? And I think Chat Mafia is like when the Chat Mafia powers up, right? Like it's where like there's like multiple people with like these jokes, and he just can't handle the shit, so he'll just time niggas out. Just joke back, god damn it. Shot says I get in a win, but I'm not bitter about it. Okay, it's good not to be bitter about that shit. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, but the dub was pretty good though, not gonna lie. So this is where we're at here with John, right? Okay, this is where we're getting to where the timeline for the Chat Mafia bullshit. So he nukes the Chat Mafia, boom, you know, niggas, you know, lose wrenches again and over again. And then he does this little monologue. So let's play.
Let it get rid of all goddamn fucking over 1,000 something videos. That's a lot of money I missed out on. My fault. My fault too. You should have did something sooner, of course.
Okay, so he's talking about, okay, so when you're monetized, right? You usually have a green sign for a fully monetized or yellow, right? Because it might be yellow because you cussed or whatever the topic was, or whatever like that. But for channels like Fight Club, Team Fatty, all these other channels, right? You're gonna have videos that might be yellow. I mean, because if dudes and women sometimes collab co-ed panels and stuff like that, if you're going to be able to say what you want to say, you know, you might have a yellow monetized video. So, right, you can always appeal it, right? So yeah, you may have a yellow monetized video, and you may not make it may not make the same money as a green monetized video, right? So that's what he's talking about. So he said he had to clear up all those videos. Technically, he didn't have to. Technically, he could have just, you know, as Zone said, appealed them and had those videos up. Yeah, limited ads. But you see, the thing is, like, you want people to get their shit off, right? And, you know, he tries to blame it. You said you're struggling to hear right now. What's going on with your ears, bro? You got some wax? Wait, hold on a second. Let me see. I don't know if that sounds better. My AC's fucking breathing at me. But so yeah, that can be fixed, and that's not really a complaint you can put on the whole chat, right? Joe, what's going on? I asked how much to get the Chat Mafia back. He told me no amount today. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, that so that yellow thing, that yellow monetization limited ad thing cannot be. Oh, okay, it was him. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, got you. All right, yeah, okay, because I mean, us African niggas, we're on very hot natured, so us African niggas definitely in Texas. If you're an African nigga, you definitely need the AC on 24/7 in the summer. But yeah, that whole talk about the the videos are yellow limited ads. I'm like, yeah, but that's not the chat's fault. That's not the chat's fault. That's people on the panel. And I would just say let the people on the panel talk whatever they're talking, as long as they're not threatening you and shit, like ACP doing. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know. What's Chat Mafia? So what? No, me and Omega are not the same person, Sugar. I do not have a doppelganger or a clone. So what's Chat Mafia? So Chat Mafia is basically Reg's original chat, the ones that be give him pushback, the ones that be roasting and toasting and with the jokes and stuff. If a show is really dry, you can rely on the chat to make it a little bit entertaining. That's like one of the chats where like, if it wasn't for the chat, I don't know if there'd be certain streams I would have watched or whatever, just because like it's the chat that you want to kind of pay attention to. So that's really what it is. But it's just a bunch of niggas in the chat clowning. That's really all it is. It's not no real group. But Rich is pretty funny though. He's funny on his own. Oh, here goes Sugar Bomb. But all right, let's play it. God damn it.
Gotta put some blame on myself. I'm the owner of the channel. But YouTube ain't fucking around now. And I keep saying that to people. People don't want to hear it. They don't hear you though. So a lot of people out here, other people, they do the same thing. They start cleaning up the channel. You have to, or send it to Rumble. I'm on Rumble. Send it to Rumble or send it somewhere else, Patreon. But you can't do it here, And they looking at the chat too. Talking shit on here, running away people that probably would come over here, but they can't come because deal with them. Going at war and wife all the time, the meeting all the time, on for some bullshit.
Okay, so he's mentioning someone. People don't come to his channel. I think he was talking about LAR, because LAR showed up, not on accident though. So, and this is another thing about fucking Loadcast. We gotta talk about Loadcast. So Loadcast over here, it was like a recent episode where it looked like Loadcast was taking over the whole show. Of course, I was talking shit like a coon, but Loadcast was taking over the show, and he was like, "Hey, Reg, let me go ahead and give the link to a random person. Oh, let me give it to LAR. Woohoo!" Because MacBone needed some advice about something. I'm like, dude, Reg, can we just cover some more news? Like, I don't know why he lets Loadcast take over the whole show. I was just like, yo, doesn't Loadcast have a channel or something where he can just, talk about whatever he wants on his channel? Like, Reg, can you like not let this happen? That should be kind of cringe. Damn, Sugar Bomb going in. We dissed his friend, so he's mad. Well, his friends have actually roasted him before, according to the Black YouTube history, from what y'all have been telling me. But yeah, Loadcast did try to take over his channel a couple of times, or just not like his channel, but just like certain panels. I'm like, God damn, let Reg do his own show, But I don't know why Loadcast be doing that. All right, here we go. I don't mean to make this a little faster because he kind of slow here. Yeah.
They talk about me, they turn around and make videos of me. That's what's crazy.
Look at Sugar.
The motherfucker that started this shit. You can't go nowhere. None of y'all can go nowhere else and do what you do because we get roasted. You get booted off the goddamn panel.
I also went on news.
It was the only place where y'all could really rock out over here, but then y'all doing too much.
I think no, this is not the only place. He's not the only place. Like I said, Team Fatty's a good example. Niggas talk hella shit in this chat. You just be rocking. Fight Club, I'm sure they talk hella shit. You know, RBR talks, his chat talks hella shit. Just be roasting and doing whatever. You could just simply ignore it. But like I said, is interaction, right? So when you nuke the chat like this, you nuke the chat like that, like you're literally like taking a blow to your interaction on the streams. And you know, with live streaming, interaction is very important. You know, people in the chat liking and all that stuff, even commenting, all that stuff really matters. But when you nuke it like that, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, like Bernard's chat will never be the same again. You know what's the reality is, Bernard knows that shit. But I mean, hey, I mean, he knows that shit. His chat will never be the same again. Like, it's just not the same. Almost like a good example would be Aegon's chat. Aegon's chat, where you could just kind of get your shit off for the most part and just joke around and don't take things seriously. I mean, just chill out, you know, shit. I mean, that's the whole point of the chat. What the fuck? He said we can't go anywhere else when we're on other channels bigger than his. Right. Shit, you can chill out in Lou's chat. You can chill out in Ty's or Mill's chat and shit. For the most part, I mean, you can say whatever you want in those chats, as long as it's not any like some cringe like kind of skill shit. I mean, you might get, you might get fucking. You deserve to get timed out for that. I mean, for sure. You know what? I actually hit up Aegon today. He's chilling.
There's no more Chat Mafia. There's no home.
He's just living his life.
You gotta make it home somewhere else. Yeah, Slide, scrub it, man. That's a lot of money. 1,000 videos, and I got limited ads. That's some bullshit. I didn't have that shit. That's when I had my other channel.
Your limited ads is not on the chat though.
But the lives was the one that was giving me the limited ads all the time. My pre-recorded only had about 100. That's it. Oh, that's most of all those brilliant stuff for about 100. That's it. And then all the shorts I did is nothing like that.
Of course, shorts, you can't make money off a lot of shorts anyway, unless you're like a big YouTuber. Did he say anything else on here, John? Was that it? I think that was pretty much it. Okay, that's pretty much it. So yeah, and then John, John did a roast on Reg, man. He was going in. John was going in, man. I wish a guy clipped it, man. I didn't know he was gonna whoever, I don't know if it was who it was, but someone knocked your thing down for bullying or something. And the thing about people not coming to his panel, okay, so LER doesn't come to your panel, but I thought you weren't Manosphere anyway. Why you want him to be on your stream anyway, you know? And then you have MacBone and LER and Lowcast. I mean, goddamn, dude. It's just like not the best combo. I mean, but I'll give props to Backbone. He's at least he don't like he is kind of funny. He just don't give a shit. He's not like, I don't think he takes a lot of this stuff seriously. So I kind of, you know, Backbone's all right. You know, he do be saying some funny ass oddball shit, but hey, you know, it's funny sometimes. It could be awkward, but it's funny. I think John had a bit of a drink. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was fucked up as shit, but he was still roasted. That shit was funny as hell. I was laughing my ass off. That was some funny ass shit. So so I'm wondering when is, you know, is Chat Mafia gonna come back to the chat? Who knows? And honestly, who cares? I mean, if that's what Reg wants, that's fine. That's cool. He can do what he wants. I just think, you know, the whole flip-flopping, going back and forth, blaming the chat. And then the next day after that was funny. The day after he nukes the chat, you know, Danini and AC go at it and a bunch of drama and beef. I was like, okay. And this is the same thing he was complaining about, because, you know, all the cussing stuff on this stream will make it yellow monetized, limited ads. So I'm like, so I guess it really wasn't a chat. It wasn't a chat this whole time. It was just, you know, if people cuss on the panel, yeah, it's going to be yellow monetized limited ads, but you can't appeal, like Zone said. So that was funny as shit. But, you know, you blamed it on the chat just the day before. So it's like, okay, all right. But okay, hey, that's Reg. If that's what he wants to do, it's all good, you know. But good luck. I mean, see that chat that he has now, that shit ain't fun. At least not from what I see. You can't even joke around in there anymore. You just, you know, unless you're roasting someone else, or if I was to roast, if we were the clown Brian, he'd love that shit. We'd probably get our ranches if we were clowning Brian in the chat. But hey, it's all good. So next up on the docket. So I think today is the anniversary for the Perfume Sama, right? This is Kevin Samuels' 1-year memorial celebration, right? So on Kevin Samuels' channel, there was a memorial video. You know, of course, the daughter or whoever is controlling that channel, what's going on, anyone? Whoever's controlling that channel is, you know, of course, they're going to monetize because it's been a year. In fact, they're going to be monetizing every year. But you know what the smart thing is? I'll have to give it to them. I think the daughter, whoever is copyrighted that thing, is that if it wasn't for that copyright, soul predictions, this is my soul theory right here, right? Soul theory, I know what would have happened. I know what would have happened, right? It's so easy. It's so easy. I know how Black YouTube does their thing. All right, so soul theory. So if it wasn't for that copyright they did, right? Here's what you would have happened. You would have had a lot of YouTubers monetizing that 1-year memorial thing, like O'Shea did, by the way. O'Shea definitely did. Lead Attorney definitely did. I saw Ism do some like premiere on Kevin Samuels, like, all right, Ism. So I was like, all right, Ism, right? So but I think if it wasn't for that copyright, you know, a lot of channels would have been doing, oh, like RIP Kevin Samuels. And maybe they already did. Maybe they did. I don't know. I just didn't bother to look it up. But RIP to the God, RIP to the Godfather, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, what's funny is that these, the family, of course, real life, you know, condolences, real life, you know, of course, I don't like people, you know, kids losing their fathers and stuff like that, you know, or just people dying. I'm not a fan of that. It's just the behavior of everyone else, right? So in the chat, right, and in Kevin Samuels' chat, right, these niggas are ready. Like you could see, like the people with wrenches, they're ready to like, oh, if anyone says anything mean about Kevin, you shall be timed down. I'm like, okay, well, of course, no one's who's gonna roast in the chat while he's, you know, RIP. Like no one's gonna do that shit, right? So you guys know when you hear that song,
Money work.
Oh man, it is time to throw that money up. It's time to donate and you know, donate and you know, super chat it up. You know, Money World, Money World and shit. And throw some money, you know. And what's crazy is that you have no idea what the fuck that money is even going to, right? I don't know what's it going to. I mean, it looks like it's going to the daughter's pockets. And I can't even, I have to say, I mean, I have to give her props. I mean, think about it. She can literally, for every year, hey, guess what? It's Kevin Samuels' 2-year memorial celebration, you know? Then it's 3-year celebration. Then it's 4-year, 5-year. Money World.
Money World.
Oh, for years, she can literally monetize. It's so smart. She can monetize that channel forever with Kevin Samuel clips, shorts, live stream videos, upload on the channel. It's monetized forever. Like it's genius. It's actually genius, right? So I don't knock the hustle. I just see the hustle, and I'm extremely impressed, right? I am extremely impressed by that shit. I mean, so I think we're gonna see more celebrations and stuff like that for years to come. Don't be surprised that you see more uploads from that channel this year. Predicting that already. That's about to happen. Oh, okay. PewDiePie does that. Okay, go figure. Griff from the grave. Yeah, exactly, Joe. And like I said, if it wasn't for that copyright thing, I'm telling you, we would have seen so many channels fucking milking that shit with fake tears. Oh my God, you know, he was my father, blah, 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 blah. A lot of these niggas don't care. A lot of these niggas really don't care. It's just like they want to make sure those videos are monetized, right? Okay, so O'Shea's video, right? That shit's definitely monetized. Where's that money going? Is that going to Kevin Samuels' family? I doubt it. Lead Attorney did a video. Where's that money going? Is that going to him? Or is that going to the plane ticket that he did to do that Vlad video, which we're going to talk about? I don't know. I mean, all these monetized videos, all the monetized videos you saw on Kevin Samuels today, where is that money going? I doubt it's going to their family. So I know these dudes don't give a shit. Even the women who are, oh my God, it's an anniversary. Oh my God, I learned so much from you. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. That monetization is green and going straight to your pocket. So I want to, just the foolery is funny. But Bala X did a video on it with the divestors disrespecting Kevin Samuels. But I would say, is it disrespect that the other channel, like I just said, the channels that are monetizing Kevin Samuels right now, today, and maybe in this week, is that disrespect too? Or do they get kind of it doesn't matter because they're quote unquote praising him, but monetizing at the same time? You know, just something to think about, right? All right, here we go.
Another anniversary to celebrate. The kitten. The goddamn kitten has been dead for a year. Y'all, Kevin Samuels has become maggot food, and it's been a year.
Wow, god damn, that's cool. Wow.
Hey, what the fuck, skeleton? Can we get it poppin'? Kevin, can we get it poppin' again?
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Fuck you, nigga. If y'all believe in the afterlife, you know he can hear you right now. All the shit you left behind, all your fanboys, your mammy bitches that also happen to be fans, can eat a dick, suck it down to the base. Hopefully you feeding the ground, making compost, making the earth replenish itself with a wonderful
Wow,
so
what the hell? Woo! I thought I was bad. Wow. Woo! I thought I was bad. Yo, MT, what's going on? God damn. You see what I'm talking about? Where when we were critiquing, you know, Perfume Sama's shit. See, I wasn't going. See, this is like this is a hater, right? I'm just someone who observes and critiques, but this is some next level shit. Oh man. Oh, good. Shout out to Bala X for clipping. God damn.
Some of these dusty ass babies out here that you niggas left out here. Aaliyah, you got anything on Kevin goddamn Samuels?
Yeah, I would like to say shout out to one of the most low down and download motherfuckers on this side of YouTube. Yes, indeed. He works so diligently and talking much shit about black women and shit like that. So let us honor him tonight. And y'all in the chat, just please raise your glass and say, free at last, free at last. Thank God.
Man, wow.
Time flies when you're having fun. I didn't even know it had been a year. Some of my girls had to go ahead and remind me. It's like, that's it. That's it. It's only been a year. Bitch, every goddamn single reminder, right? We're going to have to go ahead and celebrate you, considering the thing, the whatever that was standing there, Rosario, Jose, or whoever the fuck he was, she was, whatever it is, that you went on ahead and your heart stopped beating. It gave the fuck out. You had so much hatred for black women in your heart that it couldn't stand it no more. You dropped motherfucking dead right there in public, hanging on to your car, trying to figure out how the fuck you going to stop from hitting the goddamn ground, bitch.
Woo, god damn. Wait, I gotta see the comments on this. God, woo, man. Oh man, that was extreme hate. Oh, whoo, damn. I didn't expect that. Well, shout out to Bala X. God damn. So yeah, next time someone says you're hating, nah, this is hate. That's a hater. Yo, that's a hater. Me critiquing the nigga in the bed or the asking the dude when he asked the dude how big his dick is. You know, I'm just critiquing that shit and cringing. But this is a new level. Like, this is a new level, bro. I mean, come on, god damn. Whew, man. He roasted fucking zombies and shit. Dude, not even alive. So I guess you can expect that shit every year. every celebration. So goddamn. Damn, shout out to Bali X for that though. That was some crazy ass shit. Damn. Well, next up on the docket. Goddamn. That was a lot. That was a lot. So next up, old man here had Nick Fuentes on his channel. Now, I think Big J did a video about that. I think AJ talked about it too just earlier today, because apparently niggas were trying to credit or critique what he said or as a comment or whatever. I don't know, but old man is extremely desperate for views. He's desperate to get viral. He's desperate to get some money to pay his light bill. And of course, why not have a crazy person like Nick, a Nazi, as RBR would say, on your channel, right? So you can get, maybe some fan base, right? And of course, he links with PearlyThings. So of course, it's an opportunity, right? Why not, right? So I was in the chat, cooning. I wasn't like hardcore. I wasn't like power cooning though.
It's us. I've been falling. I was geeking.
I was just observing, right? Innocently, okay? I wasn't talking hella shit. Shatera, what's going on? I wasn't talking hella shit. I was just like observing and shit with like Negro Spider Sense. And I noticed there was a lot of Nick fans in the chat. There was like a lot of like dudes in the chat with the pom-poms cheering for Nick and shit. I was like, yo, this is interesting. I think Trey, then BD got on there. I knew someone like him would come up there. I had a theory that SKC would show up. If not SKC, SKC's camp would show up, because I'm like, come on, this is a white dude. Come on, like they love this shit. They love when white people come to these type of spaces. Come on, like I knew. I'm like, wait, SKC, where you at though? I was looking for him. I didn't see him. Maybe he was in the clouds. I don't know. But I'm sure his camp saw that shit. I don't know what's been going on, man. This year with white people coming to these black spaces. We had PearlyThings, or what is she? She's the queen, the queen of the queen, I guess, the new queen or whatever. Dusty, what's going on, bro? Or DS, what's going on? But it was very cringe. So I'm gonna play this clip. Oh man, got on here talking, asking questions. There was a lot of dudes on there. I think there was like a lot of B1 niggas on who tried to get beamed up and try to, debate him and all this other shit. I already see the play from a mile away. He was just trying to get some attention, get some views. I get it. Pay your light bill, nigga. So I get it. But let's play the tape.
No, I never said that.
Black men, I love you.
Gross.
You supposedly said black men were gross.
No, I never said that.
Black men, I love you.
Gross.
You supposedly said black men were gross.
No, I never said that.
Black men, I love you.
Gross.
Yo. Shit.
So, Nick
God
Fuentes caught lying. So, basically, I was watching Obsidian's live stream, and he was interviewing Nick Fuentes.
Yo, this accent is deep as fuck, but I don't know if you're African, but shout out to all my tether niggas in the chat. Where your spears at? Yo, I can't wait to get a spear emoji or some shit. That shit's funny. So shout out to all the tethers and shit. This clip is for you. All right, back to the tape.
And Nick Fuentes was spewing so much ignorance, and Obsidian wasn't challenging him or pushing back to anything, which make it seem like he agrees with everything that Nick Fuentes was saying, or I don't know why he wasn't pushing back. But some people joined the panel, including myself, and I tried to push back. I tried to challenge him, but unfortunately, Obsidian wouldn't really let people speak and express themselves fully. And Nick Fuentes was allowed to speak the whole time and just spew as much ignorance as he wanted. And then I tried to challenge him to ask him a couple of questions, but I got kicked out of the panel. And at the same time, so after that, I tried to send some super chats, and some super chats were ignored, but that's fine. At least I caught him lying. So let's hear what happened over here. But Nick Fuentes caught lying on camera.
Yeah,
know
like you
what
said,
you're
the
saying.
internet's forever. So
And then on
Lots of
top
Big
of
J,
that, if you
too.
said you wasn't racist, then why would you talk to King Richard's girlfriend in the way you was doing? If you said though you wasn't a racist, can you
like what?
can you
What did I
explain
say
that?
that was racist?
About her being with him, and she's supposed to be an Italian woman, and he's black. Like, can you explain that, please?
Yeah, she told me. She said Italians don't claim you. She said because you're a racist. And I said, really? Italians don't claim me? I said, you're dating a black guy. Italians wouldn't claim you because Italians notoriously do not like race mixing. I don't see how that's a racist statement.
Do you right? So you don't believe in race mixing either, right?
Correct.
Well then, what she said is correct, right?
No, it's the opposite. If she said that the Italians don't claim me because I'm racist, and I'm saying that Italians don't like race mixing, but I'm right and she's wrong.
Hold on, but you were also Italian too.
Let's see. It says niggas being upset about their wheelchair man not saying anything back. Clearly didn't know old man never had a leg to stand on in the first place. Damn, that's cool. Will, he said, see, y'all gotta speak YouTube people. He said gross, you'll say he never said. He said black men are gross, that's how they do. It's just of course opportunity for the YouTube channel, right? I mean, let's just be honest, optically, right? Angry Man's way ahead of him. I think O'Shea is at 300K right now. So last place, nigga. That's fucking the Penguin. So he has to catch up with these other old nigga Manosphere fathers and shit. So he got to catch up, you know. So he'll do whatever he can, you know. Trying to lay on Kevin Samuel's lap didn't work. Try to lay on PearlyThings lap didn't work. So now he's trying to the next best thing. I mean, we already know what he's about. I mean, in 2023, if you're taking him seriously, I mean, you're just an idiot. You're just straight up idiot.
Yeah.
Well then, you didn't accept her.
Correct.
And Italians for eons have been race mixing. So what are you talking about?
Big J, I don't want to interrupt, but he's not wrong, Big J. I've said before, I'm half Italian. In my own family, there were problems because my mom married a black man. It's the reality of what it is. It is what it is.
Hang on. Let me go.
Yeah, okay, we get the point over here. He just says the truth about how the Italian society feels when you race mix with black people, which I respect that they have their own choices to make. So this person that was asking him that question didn't really remember what exactly Nick Fuentes said that was racist. So because I was already kicked out of the panel, I went on the super chats and super chatted wanting to remind this person that Nick Fuentes actually said black men were gross, and then listen to how Nick Fuentes is going to deny it.
Okay, so so of course there's the opportunity piece for Omen, right? But don't you think this is almost like a trap too? This is almost a trap, right? You know, he gets the Nazi on his panel, right? Infamous Nazi, right? Shout out to RBR. Superior, but it's a trap, right? Because I think Oman knew that niggas were gonna, fall in line and jump on that panel to try to debate with the Nazi, get a dub on the Nazi, all that shit. So in a way, it was a trap that clearly worked, right? I mean, as predictable as it is, Negroes rushed the panel to talk to the Nazi. Yeah, right. Racist DNA. Yeah. And it actually worked, right? It actually worked. And of course, he was going to moderate the panel so that he can make sure the stream is what? Monetized and shit. Because, you got to make that fucking money and shit, of course. So, of course, he was going to do that, right? Because that money is definitely important.
We're going to start getting some work done, family. So please get them donations in. Get them in. Dollar
sign. And that's what he did, right? Old man can't count on Uncle to pay his bills anymore. I guess not. Yeah, clearly. Has no shame. We should know this. It's 2023. I mean, he was SYSBM one day. He was Everyday Brother another day. And he was a dating coach the other day and all this other shit. I mean, come on. I thought it was common knowledge that old man will do anything for money. Oh, Well, see, here's the thing, Ken, is right. There's the new niggas. You gotta remember the new niggas, like the Lapeef niggas, the post perfume Sama arc, right? Opened a portal to many new niggas in this space, right? So, and a lot of niggas are not gonna go through the history of streams. This is too much, right? So, Clarence Jr., this dude, you're here? Okay, what's going on? A dating coach for non-selected bros. And I remember you. What's going on? American Negro, what's up? All right. In the 70s, Italians were crying about racism and stereotyping from other whites, even though a theory movement was led by a mob boss. Racist. All right, here we go.
And get deuces of growth.
Yeah, that's me. That's my personal account.
With the $2 super chat, he said black men were gross. I think he was talking to you, Nick. You supposedly said black men were gross.
No, I never said that.
You supposedly said black men were gross.
No, I never said that.
Black men, I love you.
Gross.
Black men, I love you.
Gross.
You hear that? That's Nick Fuentes. Basically, he said that he never says that black men were gross after this girl said that she loved black men. But on the interview right here, we caught him lying. We caught him saying it. He said actually gross. And just PearlyThings laughed alongside with him when he said this. See how he's lying?
Black men, I love you.
Gross.
He's a damn Nazi. Why would we be surprised though?
Caught lying. And the whole interview, he was basically double talking. You know, he was basically being passive aggressive. He was being racist, but he was trying to be slick with it.
Why y'all
during
shocked?
the whole interview, and I was trying to challenge him, but Obsidian.
But you know, that's a good point. What this guy said, he was trying to be slick with it and not be like clearly racist, or whatever. I mean, it looks like he was trying to dodge, right? Trying to dodge because I mean, he's in a full pit with niggas, like he's in the Coliseum and shit, doing what is it? A Budokai tournament with shit with niggas. I mean, of course, I mean, if a Nazi's in a fucking locker room with a bunch of niggas, I mean, he may not be, he may be kind of scared of shit. So of course he's not gonna be comfortable. I mean, maybe if he had a couple other Nazis on the panel, he might have been a bit more comfortable. But clearly, there wasn't any fellow Nazis to protect him. So maybe that's why he was kind of dodging. But I mean, good point. If he was really like, I hate you niggas, he should have just been bold, like kind of like the Black Frieza Chaotic Truth. That dude will call you a monkey on the spot and shit. So yeah. All right, racist DNA. No problem, American Negro. You're I've known you for a while now, so it's all good.
You just stay there quiet, listening to him and enabling him. And then after that, I sent another super chat saying that, hey, Obsidian, we got him on tape that he said it. But Obsidian ignored my super chats and ended the show. See?
Of course, man. Of course he was going to do that.
Pay attention.
I never thought I would sit down and have a conversation with a known white supremacist, but here we are. Thanks for having me, Pearl.
Thanks for coming on.
Nick, I wish I had nicer things to say. All I have to say is, black men, I love you.
Gross.
Black men, I love you.
All right, but shout out to this dude, man. At least he clipped it. That was good shit because I didn't want to watch that whole damn stream. So I'm gonna tag him later in the stream. So for the playback. So shout out to Wateneze. Probably fucked up your name, dude, but I'm glad you clipped that shit because that shit was cringe. Is he even German? Who knows, man? Who knows? But he definitely hails Hydra and shit. Chaotic Truth, yeah, dude, he's funny, dude. It's funny as hell, man. Shout out to Black Frieza. That's what I call him. The Black Frieza of YouTube. Yeah. All right, next up on the docket. But before we get to that, be sure to share the stream, like the video, smash that like button. Okay, next up on the docket. Okay, next up. So let's see here. Oh, gotta talk about this guy. So I gotta talk about MTR. So as you guys know, today's stream is called One Nut and Red Bull. There's a reason why I called it that. Some of you niggas may know. But so MTR did a video about PearlyThings laughing at her cancer. Now, if you guys don't remember, MTR did a video a while ago about him losing his nut and you know, guilty as charged. You know, I've been calling him the one Dragon Ball nigga ever since. I mean, it's true. It's true. I've been calling him that shit for a while now. It is what it is. I mean, don't blame me. I am not roasting him for having cancer or any of that shit. I'm not. It's a difficult thing to deal with in real life. You know, I don't know him personally in real life, but MTR, you're in Black YouTube making a video in a dating space about you losing one nut. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, the jokes are endless, you know. Thick skin, bro. Thick skin. I mean, you're an anime food. You're an anime fan. Shit. You will understand, right? I mean, just imagine MTR, right? Imagine MTR, right? I ain't shit. It's okay. Imagine MTR, like, anytime he starts a video, just imagine this. Just imagine that, like, for real. Like, anytime he talks, just imagine the Dragon Ball theme is in the back while he's doing the shit. I ain't shit, but whatever. But yeah, let's just go ahead and listen to what he has to say.
Conversation out of another man's mouth. But here we are. You understand me? Now, guys, listen, before we get started in the content here today, the first thing I'm going to say is shout out to the MT Army. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart for all of the love, for all of the support. It means the world to me to continue to make content like this over here and having to build up a community as strong as of hypocrisy, the literal definition of irony, but such is life. Now, to catch some people up, in the fall of 2021, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. Actually, I have a video up on the channel where a few hours removed of my diagnosis, I made a video speaking about what has happened and what will happen going into the future, after which I took about 30 days off to mentally collect myself as I was physically healing through this bout. It was without a doubt one of the most traumatic experiences that I've gone through within my life. And with anybody who's gone through a cancer diagnosis, or anybody that has a family member or a loved one that has gone through cancer, you guys all know exactly what it is that I'm speaking about. I released that video because I had one goal in mind, and that goal was to save lives. Now, prior to me clicking publish on the I Have Cancer video, I knew that certain unscrupulous people on the internet, those that will troll to entertain themselves, or just haters in general, will stop at nothing to use information like that, especially information that they think that you're self-conscious about, to utilize that as ammunition, to weaponize that information against me. But through that, I chose to release that video because my goal is to help men. And if I have the opportunity to save lives because I speak about something that's not given enough airtime within this society, then I absolutely will. And I would never take back that decision, especially after receiving email after email from people affected, from mothers and fathers saying thank you because of what you said and urging men to go get their physicals and their screenings. You have saved my son's life. And my response to them is, if I had the opportunity, I would absolutely do it again. All of the hate that I have received, all of the people alleging that I've never.
Okay, the hate. I don't know. I don't remember who was in that comment section, but I mean, I don't see any point hating about that. I mean, I'm glad I'm glad he's alive. Shit. That shit's something serious to deal with. I just think I would have not made a video about that shit. Knowing how Black YouTube is, for instance, right? If MTR was in a different community, like let's say the gaming community, right? I think niggas would still joke, clown a little bit, but I mean, the gaming community is not tied to dating, right? So I think that would be the difference, right? if it was like if MTR was like in the finance community or some shit, okay, no one would really care. No one would. You might get a few jokes here and there, but I just think because he's in the dating space. I mean, come on, goddamn. You know what I mean, I think that's why you might be getting these jokes, but I don't think anyone hates you because you said, you know, what's going on. I mean, he said he's saving lives and shit. I'm like, all right. I mean, that's cool. I mean, hey, I'm glad he made it, but you can still get these jokes, nigga. I mean, you're still the 1-star Dragon Ball nigga. I mean, that is you. It's okay. I mean, you're still alive and shit. I'm glad you're alive and shit. But yeah, let's keep going.
For had cancer, they can all kick rocks because I want to deliver value to this world at the end of the day. Now, to everybody that's just like, yo, roast them up, bring them to the barbecue. I'm gonna let you guys know right now that this is not gonna be this type of video. Another person that I consulted with and I showed the original cringe video to was my pops. And ever since I was a little kid, I've always leveraged my pops on how to handle unique situations like this. And of course, he gave me the, when they go low, you go high. So he said, ignore it. Don't even respond to it. But then I thought to myself that there's a lot of young men today that are dealing with bullies, they're dealing with enemies, they're dealing with opposition, and they don't know how to handle the situation, or they emotionally react to something instead of logically respond to it. So I want to bring you guys through my thought process of how I contextualize this situation to allow me to be happy, chipper, and just go on my day. So I'm gonna utilize this as a teaching lesson, as well as you guys to understand a little bit more about insights regarding me.
I agree.
Maybe I'm tripping, all right? Maybe this is just completely funny. Ha kiki. It's fair game to utilize shame and insults, and specifically a cancer diagnosis or laughing at a cancer diagnosis in order to exact revenge upon our enemies, right?
Oh my
So in order to
God.
understand that, let's understand first the context of the situation. So here's the long story short version of the situational context. And it's as follows. Just PearlyThings does content with Nick Fuentes. I land in London a month later, unaware that this content was done, and did not watch the content before coming into London. I get back from London, the story blows up, and I slowly come to the realization of the gravity of said comments and decide to distance myself away from the Just PearlyThings network and platform. Now, before I drop my video entitled Holding Just PearlyThings Accountable, I called Pearl, had a conversation with her, and told her that I'm going to publicly distance myself away from her platform, as well as her offering to me to not air the footage of the Red Pill Bachelor. And let me also talk about this. The reason why I chose to do that is because people would still associate my brand towards her if future content was released on her platform. I never addressed that video again on my platform, and even live streams that I've had where people have asked me specific questions, I have chosen to not say a damn thing. I left her alone, I left her platform alone, and I continued to create the content that I wanted to create. But
Okay, so for people that missed the the Red Pill Bachelor trailer, we covered that last stream. I mean, that was literally cringe over 9,000, dude. That was one of the most cringiest trailers I ever seen, and I see why he may not want to be too associated with that shit. I mean, yeah, I guess it's promotion for his brand, but where the fuck is the brand going, right?
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
I mean, if we're talking, and see, this is why, like, I keep saying, like, this shit is so compromised that the Red Pill shit is just literally just a business move. I mean, I can only see that shit as entertainment. I don't know what, like, but then, okay, the Red Pill Bachelor, is that for men to enjoy watching, or is that for women? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm with you. Like, he just should have told niggas he was going on vacation, and just, yeah, that'd be it. You know, that just should have been it. Says you asked your dad for advice and ignored it so you can give advice. Yeah, right. And Titan, you ain't shit. Did he really think niggas wouldn't use his diagnosis? Yeah. Perfume Simon had cancer, and look how they did that nigga a year after his death. Right. I mean, you're gonna get some jokes. But I think it was because Pearly, you know, he did a partnership with Just Pearly. So, and of course she's a big ass YouTuber, so there's a benefit. Doing these type of videos. Of course, I bet this shit might be monetized too.
A month later, I am now one nut, laugh. Bringing up and making light of a man's bout with cancer seems like a disproportional response to me. There's gonna be a lot of people that will disagree with that, but I think that the majority of moral, sane, happy, value-added people, results-driven and oriented people on society would agree with me. So then I asked myself, well, why is the response so disproportional? And it's
okay. Wait, imagine this. Okay, so Steve Dean, right, the dude who be giving ass eating courses for niggas, apparently. Imagine if Steve Dean was like, "Yo, about to give y'all some game though. I got cancer and I lost a nut, but I still got game though." This nigga would get clowned the fuck out. Like he'd probably get clowned even harder than NTR did. Like for real though. Like he probably get way more jokes. Why? He's in the dating space. 2, he's a dating coach. 3, he has courses that are mainly bullshit. He's teaching niggas how to eat ass. I mean, he'd get like double, triple the jokes. I mean, or if Lucario, that nigga, if he, something happened to him like this, he'd get the same shit. Same shit. I don't know, man, but this is the wrong space to do it in. If he was in any other space, I would have kept that shit to myself. Any other space, wrong space.
It's either A, they're just doing it for views. They're just doing it for clicks. They're doing it to just drum up some drama shit. Maybe the views are declining over there, and this is what they got to do in order to stir shit up. Or B, they are genuinely very upset, mad, and angry that I have chosen to distance myself away from them from a platform or a business perspective. It's like she's more mad that I distanced myself away from the platform than I was mad at the doctor for throwing my right nut away. This shit kind of reminds me of some modern woman shit. Like you break up with a girl and in response, she keys your goddamn car. So that's the contextual environmental situation that I think all men need to understand before responding to somebody. Because when I think of the environment, I just think of, well, it's disproportional response. There must be an emotional factor that is playing into the way that they're choosing to do this. So after the environment in the background gets assessed, the next thing that you have to assess is the people within it. The first person that I'm going to talk about is Pearl's producer, the one that brought up the comment that said,
Teresa, what's up?
One nut. And guys, understand this, is that there is nothing that I've said on my platform in the 1,300 videos that I have on this channel about someone that I would not then say to their face. But men, understand this. It is not masculine behavior whatsoever to say things negatively about someone from the comfort of your monitor. And in fact, meeting her producer in person, he is the exact same type of person that I would expect to punch below the belt. No pun intended. Because certain types of men default to toxic feminine behaviors, such as being passive aggressive and throwing ad hominem attacks, doing sign language, shame and insulting. Because in reality, that man cannot compete with you by any degree and measure of masculinity in reality. So in reality, I think to myself, how could I ever be mad at this guy or anything that he would ever say about me? When in fact, I pity him. Once you transition in your mind why certain types of people would undercut or go when everything is peachy keen, when you got no issues in the world, you need to understand how this woman will treat you if shit just wasn't as good. If you're sick, if you're ill, if you lose your money, if you lose your assets, how will they treat you then? I think many men, especially in Western culture, need.
All right. God damn. Yeah, he was just okay. All right. So let's go to Just Pearly and see what she said. Roasting this one that dude up. I mean, you know what he could have done too, right? I mean, it is kind of fucked up, but I mean, he could damn use that thing to brand, as a, I mean, just use it as a joke, right? In fact, I think even he might think that shit's funny that niggas are calling him one nut. I mean, I don't know, but well, I don't know. Well, MTR, I think he used to do like tech reviews or phone reviews or something, and then he changed and went to Keisha. And now he's a retro bachelor and all that shit. But let's go ahead and check this out. Apparently Jason Black didn't like what, everyone's going at Pearly because she has a lot of views and shit. Big channel. Why not? Let's just see what the hell she says here about the One Nut Man and all the other niggas.
Decided to apologize. I decided to apologize and see, would the people be happy?
I don't talk to this bitch. Why I put her in the primaries? She going to general.
By the way, this is the tone for Just PearlyThings. She spends this entire time acting like a dumb ditzy blonde.
Do I think she's a grifter? Absolutely. Yes, I don't think she believes in
God damn.
Her friends.
Wow, what a way to monetize the hate. Wow. So Tanika, Crimson Cure, Abba and Preach, Some other white niggas. Okay, let's keep going. Lord, what's up? God damn. Way back. God damn.
Guys,
Woo.
never apologize to the mob because they don't want your apology. They don't care about you.
The
And they
mob.
just want to see if they can control you.
Wow, look at
What
look.
up, guys? Welcome
Oh
to
my god.
YouTube channel and welcome to Skit Outrage. So today I'm going to be talking about how the internet gets selectively outraged. So if you guys are familiar with the Fresh and Fit and ABBA and Preach videos, Myron, maybe like a year ago now, he had a video go viral, and I mean stupid viral, of him insulting Preach's wife. ABBA and Preach are another YouTube channel, and they do reaction videos.
This Preach is married, prior to a fucking beluga somewhere, and y'all just talking shit.
At first glance, you might
She
think
got the
that
clips
Myron is
ready.
crazy. I mean, why is this man insulting Preach's wife? And when they do the reaction videos, they really don't tell the full story. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Is a lot of times what you see with these reaction channels is they take a clip of a full conversation. And a lot of reaction channels are looking for clips to take you out of context and not give the full story, and they are lying to you. Now, let's talk about Fresh and Fit. So, ABBA and Preach went on Fresh and Fit's podcast, and I think as a podcast host, when you have other YouTubers and you try to treat them cordially, you bring them into your studio, you introduce them to your staff, you usually, a lot of times you might be hanging out before, hanging out after, and you feel like you're at least friendly, like friends with these people. And what happened was a couple weeks later, ABBA and Preach did a hit piece on Myron. And the way they did it was kind of sneaky. Like they said
Golly,
that,
man.
you know, we were just attacking ideas, paying for box.
And then went on dates, then found out she's on the Sugar Baby site. Then when it comes out that she's on Seeking Arrangements, then he actually looks at live stream where he's like, no, we met on Seeking. Like everything is smoke and mirrors, right? Which is fine. At the end of the day, if you want to sell an image and you got to lie to do it, do it.
Like which ones that they should use or whatever. So
Yo.
like these are the ones you guys got to be using, right? You got to be
Clips.
using Tinder, you got to be using Bumble, you got to be using Hinge, you got to be using if you live in a Latin-based city, like we live in Miami, so Chispa is good here. You know what I'm saying? Which is a Spanish joint. You know, which it's more like for Latinos. I don't like Plenty of Fish, but I've heard some people use it with some success. And then you got OkCupid as well. But the point is that you just need to have multiple fishing rods in the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this is definitely a numbers game.
I got a homeboy.
Go ahead.
Cleans up on Plenty of Fish.
Yeah.
You feel me? The lowest of the low, but he does it, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely clean up on these apps, and then you got Seeking Arrangement, which is like a sugar daddy site, but like that's a whole other.
Secret
we'll probably have to do a video on that.
arrangements.
The slimy thing was they were like passive aggressively insulting the man, and men just don't respond well to that. Like you bring someone into your studio, you treat them well.
Let me make this a bit faster.
They leave and do a whole hit piece on you, saying that you're capping, so you don't get girls like that. Like I think anyone normal can see how that's disrespectful.
God, man, oh man, she prepared herself with this, man. The clips, screenshots. Free Zone says just PearlyThings search on YouTube, 27,000 videos. Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Definitely.
This is the problem that we get into. It's that nobody cares about what's true because 10 million people saw Myron freaking out, but nobody saw his explanation in a stream that gets 150,000 views. And that's the problem with the culture today is you can paint an entire narrative about somebody and it not be true. It wasn't like Myron insulted his wife out of thin air. Myron felt disrespected. And I don't agree with insulting someone's wife. I think that's quite rude. Personally with the internet, for the most part, I've learned to just ignore stuff. But at a certain point, you want to defend yourself.
Sure.
And a lot of times what these reaction channels do is they take clip. They paint a narrative and they don't tell the full story. And a lot of times these reaction channels haven't even done the research to make a full conclusion on the story. My point to the audience is that this is dishonest. They are lying to you and they don't care about the truth. They care about clicks and views. So the last couple of days,
But she
oh my
cares
God,
like
it's been
clicks
so
and
stressful.
views.
So I had a hit piece go out on me from, the quote unquote, the Black Manosphere.
Oh.
And the Black Manosphere is a very pro-Black part of YouTube. And I can't acknowledge that. I would say, some of the Black Manosphere is part of my audience. And what happened this week was they pulled a clips from an interview I had with Nick Fuentes. Now, a lot of these men have been making.
Oh man, it's funny when she says it. Wasn't there some type of couple people saying, "Oh, well, her channel doesn't have any Black Manosphere people," but then she clearly says it. Oh man, that's funny. And then she said the quote unquote Black Manosphere. Ah, that's funny, man. Oh man, poor BGS. I would have used her for to talk to the lawmakers head ass. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Hit pieces on me for months. For months, they have been saying, "Oh, you shouldn't listen to this girl. This is your new leader. She's this." They would just make up all this stuff. So they have just been waiting for me to slip up and say something that they can construe as, because I'm a woman, you can't pull me as sexist. So You know, personally, I follow things that interest me. I always just do what I'm interested in. And I heard about this guy named Nick Fuentes, who is a far-right extremist. He has been banned on everything, even his bank account. I invited him on. He offered to fly himself here. Now, during this interview, we touched on the topic of slavery. And
She still has to talk about this shit. I mean, I thought people had moved on, but I guess not. Damn, it's kind of annoying to hear her have to talk about this shit again. Oh well.
And what these reactors did is they were trying to make me
Let me
look
see.
racist by pulling clips I said out of context. Now, I mentioned in this interview that all of these thoughts were from Thomas Sowell.
I read Sowell, so he talks about, oh God, this is going to get me in trouble, how slavery was a global institution and the word slave actually came from Slavic, which is white.
Wherever a separate people were enslaved, they were disdained or despised, whether they were different by country, religion, caste, race, or tribe. The Europeans who were enslaved in North Africa were despised and abused because they were Christians in a Muslim region of the world, where they were called Christian dogs. Race became the most visible difference between slaves and slave owners in the Western Hemisphere. As distinguished
Golly,
historian Daniel
man.
J.
Jesus.
Paint a narrative about you. And that's what I've seen people do to Fresh and Fit for the past 3 years. My whole point is that these reaction channels are just sitting there looking for you to say the wrong thing. They're looking for you to slip up, and they're not going to things in good faith. And the other issue you get with content creators, especially reaction channels, is they turn on you at a dime. And that's what Ab and Preach did to Fresh and Fit. They're hanging out in the studio, and the next week they're saying, oh, you're capping, you're capping, you're capping. And, you know, Ab and Preach proceeded to make like 20 videos on them, and Fresh and Fit didn't say anything. Now, guys, you know, I don't even think I've worked with Fresh and Fit in like 2 years. I'm not even saying this to defend them, but I just see what the reaction channels are doing. It's like a system. And they want to paint content creators a certain way. They want to make Sneeko look stupid. They want Fresh and Fit to look sexist and racist. And now they've come for me. They want me to look. And there was a guy named Rollo Tomasi, and Rollo Tomasi was a guy in the red pill space. And at one point, I really wanted him to mentor me. But he said, it's not personal, but I can't associate with your brand. And I didn't really understand what he meant at the time. But what these reaction channels will do is if you have a controversial person on your platform, they will start to insinuate that you believe what they believe. And they'll look for a video of you saying, yes, you joking with that person, you just being polite to that person, and paint a narrative about you being racist, about you being sexist, about you being homophobic, whatever narrative they want to push. With Rollo, I didn't understand what he meant at the time, but now I do. The issue is if you associate with certain people, and me coming into the space, I'm like, I'll talk to anyone. What's the big deal? I mean, I bring in randoms to my studio every night. Like, who cares? But the issue you get into is the reaction channels, they're like vultures. Well, they'll come in and try to make you look a certain way and try to make you paint a certain way, be painted a certain way for clicks and views, even if they know damn well you're not that way. Back to Nick Fuentes. I did a podcast with this man named Nick Fuentes. And Nick
God,
Fuentes,
we already
again,
know about this
extremist.
shit. God
But I
damn.
was simply just commenting how much I love my employees, how hard they work, how great they are. And these reaction channels were trying to say that I was trying to put down someone else. You know, non-Western people come in with a hunk.
Golly, man. Why would you even invite that dude though? She's being obtuse. I mean, the fact that she still has to explain herself. I mean, kind of the L is still there clearly, because remember after that whole spiel, right? Her thumbnails changed. If you notice, her thumbnails are way more diversified now than it was before. It was just her and black people, or just black people in general, in the front, in front of the stage rather. Yeah, she's definitely holding that L still. Still hasn't moved on clearly, but I mean, you're a big channel. You gotta take the criticism. I mean, you can't silence the reaction channels. And another thing too is sometimes people be taking down their videos, like some people we know, or putting them behind membership only, so you can't get the full reaction, all that stuff. So it is what it is. But yeah, she clearly still taking that damn L because she's still fucking talking about the shit. But by the way, be sure to like the video.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. You heard what she said.
All right, let's go.
That a lot of times, you know, Westerners were spoiled. And I never mentioned race, but these people are trying to make it about race. I was referring to something Blessing said earlier. That's something he says when he walks in the door. And all of these reaction channels are going to come in and say, oh, Pearl shouldn't do that in front of a white supremacist. That's so disrespectful. Well, if my employees were disrespected, that's their job to talk to me.
To be honest, I can go on to even say that Nick was in terms of the guests that we've had so far, quite a nice guy. He didn't carry any ego. He just has, views that
He wasn't threatening.
we might not agree.
I think we put him on the spot.
None of them had a problem. I even had one of my producers take a picture with him. And this is the reaction channels. None of them actually reached out to my employees to see how.
Aw, he took a picture with the Nazi.
If they were really outraged about it, if they really cared, they would do that. They also cut out a part where Nick made a joke and said, "I'm just kidding."
I told you I'm on my way because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Late black.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a hard time. I don't mean.
And the whole clip that he said, "Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm kidding." Why would they cut that out? Why would they do that? The other thing they put in was that my friend and Nick Fuentes were going back and forth about interracial dating, and that I should have spoken more. I should have spoken up. If Gabby needed help, not apologize for having controversial guests, because I will keep having controversial guests. My staff is very aware of this. They know this, and if they have an issue with this, they should talk to me, not the internet. And that's the other thing about YouTubers is why the hell are YouTubers that have my number going to the internet before they talk to me? A lot of these YouTubers are so scared to protect their brand that they will throw anyone and everyone under the bus, and it's honestly blood sport, and it's honestly disgusting.
Pearl, you know that your staff is mostly Black people, and I'm talking about from a production perspective as well as a talent perspective.
MTR, if you were worried about my employees, why didn't you message Blessing? Why didn't you message King? Why didn't you message Helen? You certainly could have reached out to them. You certainly could have asked me for their numbers, but you chose to go to the internet because you were offended for my employees.
I don't think that your platform would be as big as what it is today if it wasn't for the essential utilization of Black people, Black relationship topics, and Black talent.
I don't know how many times I have said this.
Wow.
I don't know how many times I have to keep saying this. My platform is not a Black platform. How could I have a platform about Black issues if I talk about relationships? My last shows, the two that come to my head. Why can't we call a hoe a hoe? Trust me, there are hoes in every color. Oh my God, trust me. And how to be a good wife. What's a good wife? They go off the titles and they don't even watch it. And then they make a reaction video saying that I said something I didn't, or my show's about something it's not. You know, I'm not going to say we've never touched on a Black topic in a year of shows, but shit, in terms of how often, it's really not. And that's why wouldn't he go through the shows? Why wouldn't he do his due diligence when he spent time with me, he's met me, and we had a great relationship up until he made this hit piece? And the other accusation he had, you could have had Black people in the same room. We did. We did a whole
there's some Blacks.
Black people in the mix of races, but we certainly had Black people there too. So again, it's all of these reaction channels saying this is how you should run the show, but none of them have done it. None of them are that successful. And
shots fired.
Us how to run our shows. And the other thing, you know what, and MTR, here's the thing. I am really not about bringing out private things behind the scenes to the public. I think it's
Let's go. All of them fake trade wives. The real trade wives are not on YouTube streams with niggas. Right. Man, he's going after one nut, man. Man. Let's go. I want to see what she's gonna say here.
It's trashy. But if you're gonna publicly accuse me of things and you're gonna publicly make a hit piece on me, then I have to publicly defend myself.
Now, what's crazy is that I came across these comments while I was live streaming a couple of days ago, and what
you found out on live is about the clips is just not true. You know it's not true. I don't know why you're lying to your audience.
General, and not once in the interview did you have at least one pro-Black stance.
MTR, you said yourself before you released the video, when I asked you, did you watch the full interview?
Whoa!
You said no.
Damn!
So how do you even know? Because
woo! That's the thing. Damn, she. Woo! Wow. Okay, wait. Wow. Oh, look, Obsidian's in there. Okay. I just recorded. Okay. Wow. So I mean, they know who Obsidian is, but they just don't give a shit. Oh, they talked about the rapping lawyer too there. Wow. Oh, it said the business. It says I want to see if O'Shea the business and the business is that Jason Black? That's Jason Black, I think.
Full interview.
Wow.
You said no. So how do you even know? Because that's the thing. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what's right. He doesn't care what's true. He cares about appeasing his audience. And that's what all these reaction channels are doing to you.
And along with my accountability, this is now my definitive stance. I can no longer support or associate myself with the Just PearlyThings platform.
MTR, if you don't want to work with me, I fully support that.
Yeah, but you're at the Red Pill Bachelor now.
Money off the clips from the show on my channel.
Oh.
You better take those off.
Oh.
Now I certainly don't give you permission to use those because
shit.
You don't want to associate with the brand, so take them off. Stop making money off them. You're absolute hypocrites.
I've also have a no beef policy on my platform.
You have a no beef policy on my platform, but you make a hit piece on me. And this is what he's going to do, because this is what the reaction channels do. They never apologize and they just double down. Then you know what he's going to do? He's going to find another clip, take it out of context, and then say, oh no, well now that I've watched the full interview. And this is the principle. It's not even that he may have been offended.
Yeah, fucking
and you could call me.
Full Karen
mode. Internet first. Now, I don't know, where was honor, where was respect, and where was dignity? If someone has been kind enough to allow me into their studio, to, I introduce you to my family, to spend days shooting content with you, and then you turn around and say you can't associate with the network, what is courageous? To make a hit piece on me? To appease your audience? What's more courageous, to do that or to go with the narrative, what everyone's saying? And you know what? You might not say it today, you might not say it tomorrow, but you were absolutely wrong for this. You were absolutely wrong. You quote unquote left the Manosphere, but you're still in.
Oh man. Woo. She going though. She powering up. Like she literally powering up. Wow. Oh man. Karen don't play. Whew. Man. Oh yeah, I'm sure it won't last. It won't probably.
Okay, and let's talk about defamation of character. So this is the thumbnail that MTR put of me. He said that and insinuating that I said that slavery was not that bad. I did not say that. In fact, in the clip, I said that it was horrible.
The founder of, or the guy who made Roots said I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do is they embellish. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible. It was. Right. But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people in a way.
How is it not defamation of character to say that I said something I didn't say in the thumbnail? You know, and it's one thing when you do that to someone random or whatever, but, you know, in these random clips that circulate on YouTube, but I work on YouTube. That's my livelihood. And it's funny because they act like they care about Black issues, but yet they're trying to damage the reputation of a network that hires majority Black employees. And
Oh, man. Man, that's kind of cringe to hear, though. They say they care about Black people, but they're attacking a network that hires Blacks. But it happens to be, the boss happens to be white. Oh, man. It's like the plantation. You shouldn't attack the plantation because, well, we're hiring Black people. Damn. Oh, that's kind of cringe. That's kind of cringe, not gonna lie.
Without even asking the employees, are they offended? How did they take it? And so that's what I'm saying. These content creators get outraged for my employees who were not mad. I didn't even hear about it till after he left. And everyone's going to say, oh, they're secretly offended. They just couldn't tell you. And that's how I know nobody stepped a foot in my studio, because they absolutely will tell me if they agree, if they don't agree, but they all know signing up to work here, we have controversial guests. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the thumbnail. That's not legal either. It's defamation of character. Just put in quotes and insinuate I said something I didn't say. I said in that exact clip that you said.
Yeah, owned by Massa.
It wasn't that horrible. And when I asked you, why would you put that I said something I didn't say? Well, it's how the comments interpreted it. And that's not what I meant. And you know it's not what I meant. And that's the worst part is he knows I'm not a racist. He knows all of this stuff. And I beg you, MTR, name one instance we had where I treated any of my employees unfairly, where I was rude to any of my employees, where I was rude to you, where I was rude to any of our mutual friends. And you know what? In hindsight, I probably would have put out a statement saying he had nothing to do with the Nick Fuentes interview. And I would have been happy to do that if he asked me. But he didn't ask me. And you know, when you're being called by everyone in the book and then your friend tries to pile on. And again, all of the ideas that I spoke about were from Thomas Sowell.
I was going to celebrate it. You was about to celebrate it. Yeah, the future. But it is white people's fault. What is? Everything. What are we doing to white people? I don't know, taking the skin and wearing it.
But you know what?
Wow.
You don't do that. Because I know the context. I know he was kidding. But that's what a lot of these reaction channels do. They wait for you to slip up. O'Shea claims to support the Black community, yet he constantly goes after organizations that support Black content creators. How can you say you're pro-Black when, honestly, between me and Fresh and Fit, we employ more Black people than you do?
Woo! Woo! Okay, she's going at O'Shea too. She hires, the Massa hires more Blacks than you do. Yo, man. Damn. Man. See, this is why I consider her Black YouTube, though. Man. She hires more Blacks. That sounds so bad. I should have had like some type of slavery type clip. I didn't have that ready. I didn't know she was going to say that shit. I guess so, Shatara. Damn.
After the apology video, I said, okay, let's see how brave these men are. So I asked Obsidian to host a debate, and I said, everyone that has had so much to say about me, come on the stream. Nobody showed up. I'm a firm believer that
Of course.
if you truly believe something,
It was a
about someone, you should
trap.
be able to say it to their face. And all you couldn't even show up to a stream. And you know what? If I was this diehard racist that they think, why didn't they show up? You should want to tell off a racist. Tell me how horrible I am. How could you spend hours and hours and hours listening to me talk, but you can't stand by what you said? And this is the thing about these reaction channels. What's courageous? Courageous is going against the mob. And honestly, a lot of these reactors are no better than the feminists that paint a narrative about men. A lot of feminists, you know, they might take a clip or take a snippet of a story and say, he did this, he did that, he's this. And these goddamn content creators do the same thing. And you could say what I said was inaccurate, maybe insensitive.
Yeah, she
but
did.
to say you questioned my morals? Are you kidding me? And that's the thing. We live in this society where we no longer can give people the benefit of the doubt. And that's the worst part, is that MTR didn't even watch the full video, even though he met my sister. He spent a bunch of time with me. He came over to see me in London. We shot so much content for him. He still couldn't even give me the benefit of the doubt and felt like he needed to cater to his audience. Do you know who I respect? I respect the content creators that doubled down because they knew me. Anton Daniels, he got a lot of pushback for defending me. Obsidian, he got a lot of pushback for defending me.
She's cool with me. I wouldn't call her a friend, but it is definitely a person.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Of course. Cannon, what's going on? What's going on, Cannon? Good to see you, bro. Of course. Look how quick she mentioned Obsidian. Like, God damn, why people don't really like giving Omen any promotion at all. God damn. All right, here we go with Anton.
That I've had multiple different conversations to. She's added value into my life behind the scenes, gave me some game. I gave her, hopefully reciprocated and gave her some game. We didn't kick it in person. She'd have met my wife.
But they know me in real life. So they know I've been
Wow.
nothing but polite. They know that I do my best to be friendly and kind to people. And they refuse to
Uh-oh.
profit off of me.
Anton got the cosign. I know he happy as shit for that. He got the plantation cosign. Oh man, she kept repeating after niggas until she repeated after the wrong one. They'll put on Thomas Sowell. Oh
I'm not
man.
trying to paint myself as a victim. I do very well on YouTube. You guys aren't going to stop me. You're not really going to bring me down.
Damn.
He's against cancel culture. And he accuses brands of bending to the will of the woke mob. But what did you just do?
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. And I'm going to remain professional. But it just bothers me that companies still will buckle to the whim of this bullshit. Now you guys see the uphill battle in real time that I have to climb, that the content creators in the space have to climb. We've said a whole bunch of firsts in here. One of the first is actually having brands and sponsorship that come down in here and show us respect. And at the drop of a Thanos click, a Thanos snap, they take it away. Why? Because the victims come out the woodwork and say, he's misogynistic. The weaponized term that has nothing to do with my channel. Has nothing to do with my channel, and you know it. I'm disappointed. But it shows the uphill battle that we have to climb.
Because you cannot tell me that you did that in good faith. What happened to good faith?
Okay.
You did that to protect your brand and to build your audience. And you know what? If that's how you want to play it, go do it. But, you know, a lot of people can see through the shit. And the truth always comes out. So you spoke about that, but this is the same way you're bending to the will of your audience. If you go on stream and say that you think I'm go on stream and say that you think that you question my morals.
Select correctly, or if you let someone into your proverbial inner circle,
okay.
They properly vetted. These are the people that can bring you down to the abyss as well.
Oh
my
did not
god.
say. And you pretended to be concerned about my employees, but you didn't even reach out to them. And you know the video, then I will disrespectfully tell you that we will copyright strike you if you do not remove the videos. And also, guys, we're re-uploading the videos of Nick Fuentes. And if you want to see the full videos and see all of the context, go onto our Rumble. That link is in the description. Another instance that Abba and Preach did this is with Fresh and Fit. So Abba and Preach tried to say that Fresh and Fit laughed at a proud grapist. Charleston Wright, but the reality insane. And again, all of these reactors have never successfully had a YouTube show. And they want to tell us how to do their show. And it's like, if I don't like the way a show is run, I just don't watch it. But all these reactors want to insert their opinions and tell them how we should have our conversations and in what way we should have our conversations. When it's like, you guys haven't done it successfully. Most of you were small, and none of you had a live show. That's like me telling you how to click people on content. I don't know how to do that. A lot of these YouTube channels, they do it to anyone that's bigger than them. They're just looking for someone big that they can tear down. Like, look at this business guy. He did this shit to Kevin Samuels, the godfather of the Manosphere.
Oh my god, the godfather of the Manosphere. There you go. Damn.
Kevin the Perfume Don. Let me put y'all up on some manhood for a moment here and some real facts. Because by the way, he's still repeating this garbage that the average male weight has not increased since 1965. I corrected him about that last year. He's still running around lying.
Okay, so I see why Jason Black did a video on her.
Nonsense. They both gained about the same amount of weight, according to the CDC website.
Oh man. Okay. That's enough of that. God damn, she is, man. Talk about strategic. Getting that clout. I mean, she said, yeah, best perfume song, Cannon. So she's gonna copyright niggas' videos and shit if it's anything crazy. No one can stop her. You niggas are small. Struggle streaming it up. Shout out to all the fellow struggle streamers out there. She's literally like God mode, God Karen at the moment, and no one can stop her ass. Wow. God damn, man. She had clips, screenshots, all types of shit ready. God damn, dude. All right. So let's go to, I know that was a bit long, but let's on to the next thing on the docket here. I think this is another Fight Club clip. Let's go ahead and check it out. 3 minutes long. Let's see.
All I'm just trying to say is
I asked first.
No,
I want to. I don't want to hear you. I don't. Look at the top shelf. You fucking baldy niggas. Shut up.
God damn. Was this the girl from the other show? Man, caught everyone niggas. What is this fight? Wait, no, this is Aaron's show. I think this is okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
Zara.
I see what kind of man you with that he let you throw that word around.
Well, she's from Nigeria, I guess. I don't know. But here's the thing, Zara.
Wow.
If you are going to explain this story, you're going to have to make sure that it's. I'm gonna say stop. I'm just gonna say.
Is that a white?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say stop. Stop it. Stop.
No. I'm gonna say stop because I would understand you taking care of the child because that is your children's sister or brother or sibling. But right now, that doesn't call. You didn't need to give that type of information during this type of conversation. So right now, you're emotionally still connected to this situation. You said it was over. That's fine. I can explain how it's okay to watch your kid, the siblings of your child. That makes sense as a mother and what type of woman you
Yeah, I
are.
don't
It's
know.
actually a big up to you.
Maybe
But
she's
right
mixed or
now,
something, I don't know.
that information is not needed for this conversation.
Avatar
So
is too
make sure you
small.
piece your story together properly while you're telling the story. Take your time. Do not wait. Take your time. Do not let these men trigger you into saying something in a response.
No,
like
but hold on. She's not triggering. She's not triggering us into saying anything.
I
She's
never.
just
I didn't
telling
say
the
that,
truth.
Red Pill. You switched my words around. I said, do not let these men trigger you into saying something. That's what
Am I
I
the
said.
only
Oh, okay,
foundational
okay. No,
black
no, no. That's
American that
fine.
heard the word nigga?
But you know what it is, though?
Yeah,
you know what it is? She's just
anybody else hear
she's
that?
just telling the
tries to be
truth,
funny
and
and
that's
shit.
fine. And it's okay. It's not a problem. But what you have to understand is we know this already. The only problem is we can't confirm it. What she's doing is telling us to sit over there and act like.
But
Go ahead.
listen, so we gonna just mop nigga to the floor. We gonna just let nigga ride. I need to wonder. Are we gonna let nigga ride? I don't know.
Hey, Uncle Jeff, I want to say something about that.
From Nigeria. I don't know.
Yeah,
All I
wanna
was
say
saying
something.
was the
Oh, I
personal
guess it's okay.
information
She's from
wasn't needed.
Nigeria. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's from Nigeria. Ah, shit. But she looked hella light. I don't know. I need to see a better picture of her, but she from Nigeria? Okay. I guess that's why. I mean, okay. Shout out to all my tellers. I mean, hey, I mean, we black, like RBR says, we black and shit. We black, but to me that looked like I don't know, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell that was. I really couldn't tell. I thought that was a white chick. Not gonna lie.
She was wrong. She was
I'm listening. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
What I'm telling you is, just because you build somebody up, it don't matter.
Okay. I thought that was a damn white chick though. I don't know. I couldn't tell. Zara. I mean, I don't watch Fight Club or whatever Aaron show enough to know what the fuck. What? That was funny as shit. All right, next up, let's see here. Oh, so the lead attorney appears on Vlad. So a lot of people like lead attorney. I used to watch him, but then I remember he allowed some trans to get on his panel. I was like, I'm out of there. But I don't know. People like him still, and he's basically the lawyer dude who talks celebrity news and shit. So let's go ahead and check it out.
All right, here we go. Today we have the lead attorney who's going to be breaking down a bunch of cases that are very prevalent right now in the hip hop community. But this is your first time here, so I just want to get a little bit of a background. So you are an actual lawyer, right?
That's exactly right. And I want to thank you for inviting me on your platform. I've watched you for a number of years. Anytime that anybody thinks about YouTube and the culture, you always come up. So I guess it's time for me to start self-snitching, right? Yeah, I am the lead attorney. I am a 20-year attorney here in Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. And I retired about 2 years ago. So now I pretty much do YouTube and I cover legal cases, especially cases that are happening down here in Atlanta. So, we have the YSL case down here. We got the Tasha K. Cardi B case. I was just covering Tyrese's case, Tyrese Gibson. He got crushed by his ex-wife in family court. So that's what I do to fill my days. It's amazing. I'm so glad that there's YouTube because being an attorney, it's a tough road. It's super stressful, and most attorneys don't like it, if I'm going to be honest. But you're kind of trapped in. It's kind of golden handcuffs, right? And after 5, 10, 15 years, you really don't know how to do much else. So that's how I wound up on YouTube.
Okay, and just a little bit about your background. What law school did you go to?
Yeah, I went to UGA. I went to the University of Georgia here in Georgia. Well, it's in Athens. It's our flagship institution, and then I went there for law school as well. So I'm what you call a double dog, right? UGA, we're the Bulldogs, and you're a double dog if you go there for undergrad and law.
Okay, and you're a divorce attorney primarily, at least you were?
That's correct. When I started my career, I practiced kind of door law. And door law is pretty much you take any case that comes through the door, right? And then I found out what I was good at, which was divorce work. And I started pretty much focusing on that, specializing in that. So that's where the vast majority of my knowledge is. However, I've handled all types of cases through my 20-year career.
Okay, any famous, divorces that you were involved in?
Not necessarily famous so much. I've handled some Instagram models cases, but mostly businessmen when you start thinking about the high dollar stuff. And businessmen, a lot of times you would not have heard of them necessarily, even though they make a lot of money.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into a bunch of cases that are happening right now. The first of which we'll start with the Tyrese case, because that happened right there in Georgia.
Yeah.
Now, Tyrese made a video.
When I got there, I was expecting a ton of people because he had made this very public call. When I walked into the courtroom, it was like 6, 7 people. Like no one showed up. No one showed up. So he kept looking around, but just people were not very interested. And he really did get agreement said that.
Okay, I don't really need to listen to all that. I'm sure. Okay, cool. But I mean, cool. He got on, Vlad and got to speak his attorneyism and shit. But I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about that. I didn't know he was handling divorces for IG thotties. But hey, if you like it, I like it, I guess. Let's see. JT says, imagine if Tasha pulled up on him like Tariq did. Oh, that would have been funny. All right, next up. Okay, so here's a clip of Rick Ross drop kicking a man in the face. Shout out to Hood Zone Productions because they got all crazy clips on their channel. I just found them, so let's check this out. Shout out to Hood Zone. Let's see. The hell? Man, R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. Go back to the clip. Okay, let's see. Is this real? Oh, this guy trolling. That's a damn midget. That's so random. Is he just trolling?
Hopefully y'all see it for the artistic value.
This dude's fat as shit, dude. God damn. Is that it? Oh, that's lame. Damn, that was it. What the fuck? Okay, it was just sounded like he was just trolling. All right, well, shout out to the Hood Zone, but whatever. I mean, that was basically trolling there. That was weird. All right, next up. Oh man, I gotta play this. So, shout out to Playback. He says this one guy likes to roleplay as a victim. I was like, okay, weird. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Personally, was turned on for a long time with.
Oh, this guy sounds kind of suspect.
Going to Epstein.
You roleplay before?
It's like
you should try it.
I can't not laugh.
Look at this fat guy, dude.
But come on, you're not a firefighter.
You roleplay before? Of course.
Oh, that's
yeah. Well, this nigga's about to tell me. I already know this though. That's why I had to stop it. I was like, it doesn't have to be Hollywood. You always just ruin it, bro. You always ruin it.
I don't want to know how much you've done.
Slave?
Yeah.
Why would I do a slave?
Somebody that you trust. I've only explored this area of sex with somebody that I was like insanely in love with, but I can tell you right now that if you're getting bored of sex, or if things are just getting too repetitive, or if you're just excited to try new things, this is it. So we would roleplay like us at a board game shop, and he'd be like the security guard like by the freaking door, and then I would literally put like a box of Catan under my shirt, and I would like walk out like all secretively, and he'd be,
oh
like,
my god.
See the box, and he would like wave his little sensor, and then he would handcuff me, and then the rest is history, babe. Like I said, you can experiment.
I like that. That's a good.
Yikes.
That's a good lookout right there.
Yeah.
He's a shoplifter.
Hold
on. Whoa.
Definitely Skittles over there.
Don't. I'm about to say you're getting too into it.
Yeah, I was getting too. I caught myself for a second.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good one right there.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one.
But this one, it doesn't have to be like a long-term, full-on prison facility. Like you could do a cop car, you could do a jail, you could do,
A jail?
the back of the mall. Like there's a lot of different ways to go
Back
about
up the
it. Okay, so
mall.
this last one that I'm going to tell you about definitely rubbed some people off the wrong way on TikTok. The last role-playing idea that I have is actually to take famous scandals from like shady people in pop culture. When I say scandals, I mean like affairs or like serial killers. And I don't mean it in a way that's like glorifying serial killers. Like I just mean like, you know how like TV shows and like escape rooms draw inspiration from like really scary stories and like make rooms or like make movies about like exploring that scary story and like adding some details here and there that's not really real or like whatever the case might be, just for like entertainment purposes. And also,
Okay.
you know, I personally was turned on for a long time with the idea of going to Epstein Island. Obviously not.
Okay. What the hell, man? Yeah. I don't know, man. That guy's weird. That was weird. I don't know. That was weird. All right. Next up on the docket. Man. All right. Next up. Next up. Oh, okay. So Anton Daniels here. Of course, he had to do his little Kevin Samuels video. I already told you guys beginning of the stream. Dudes are gonna monetize. He's one of them. Straight to his pocket. Let's see what he says. Obviously, it'll be something super positive. I miss you, whatever. I love you. I don't know, some weird shit. I don't know. Here we go.
Give my thoughts, right? Really quickly. But specifically, I want to give them for a final time or a final moment. All right.
I doubt it's going to be the final time, but go ahead.
I know that the 1-year anniversary recently passed, and I am still in contact with a lot of different people that is associated with Kev, including his best friend, Jeff. I know that different people grieve and mourn differently. There has been a lot of live streams that is going on as it relates to Kevin. But let me give a little bit of a different spin before we really, really deep dive into the show. Okay. I am at a point in my life
Let's hear it.
or at peace. And shout out to Aaron. I'm going to be reading super chats throughout the show. I am at peace with
Let's hear it.
The passing of Kevin. I think that his work continues to live on, and a lot of different people that are taking and leapfrogging off of the things that he's blessed us with as far as his narrative, his rhetoric, his thoughts, his expertise, and even the way that he carried himself and presented himself to the general public. I don't think that you can.
This guy said expertise in what? Interviewing women and men, I guess. And of course, like I said, post Perfume Samba arc. I mean, a lot of people did. Melody Kings and all that shit did, use him as a launch pad to, do clone channels. So I guess, he's right on that regard.
There will never, ever be a replacement for Kevin Samuels. I know at one point it was a lot of different people that were having conversations, and occasionally I'll tap in because I'm always looking for new live streamers or new not Patreon members, but new content creators that may not be as big, but I always look for them.
Breathe.
And sometimes, depending on when it is that we catching things, people will ask the question and it'll say, who's going to replace Kevin Samuels? Who's at the top of the Manosphere, right?
Oh, there he goes.
Shout out to Jason Whitlock. I caught a little bit of his live stream, or I caught some of his live stream last week. And shout out to Greatness to Work. I appreciate you reading super chat shortly. Shout out to Jason Whitlock. He did a live stream where he allowed for people and gave his thoughts on Kevin Samuels and different content creators. And I don't even consider myself a part of the Manosphere. I don't know what the membership terms were. I'm just a person that says what I think. I mean what I say. And I come at it from a different perspective because I think that everything comes back to the money, and there are ways in which you can be successfully in relationships.
Yes, back
or
to the
marriage,
money.
At the same time, we won't absolve people from being able to take accountability for their actions, right? And so we're going to continue the conversations and we're going to continue to work. But from my perspective, and I can't speak for anybody else's perspective, right? But from my perspective, I have to let it go. Like I have to let Kev go. I've always lived my life based off of, hopefully, as much as I possibly can. It could be debated, but God ain't done with me yet. Based off of biblical principles. And at some point, you have to let the dead bury the dead, right? For me, it's been a year. And some of the things that I've seen some of the most egregious things happening across social media and the internet, and that there's been some black women that has continued to disrespect Kev and say some of the most
that's from the
vile things that I've ever seen. In addition to that, there's been some very, very simpish men that has done the same. They've acted like females and they've continued to say crazy things and throw that on Kev's name. Doesn't matter. Kev's work is going to live on long after anything that they say or do. And I don't think that they can ever eclipse what it was that he left people with, as far as the entertainment, the insight, the information, and how he continued to pour into other people that he was associated with.
Right, John.
Additionally, I see people that continue to stand up for Kev and say all of the great things about him and highlight the greatness about him and continue to carry on his work. And I think that that's awesome. I think that there's people that have said their piece and moved on. And then there's other people that grieve in ways in which they think it may take them a little bit longer in order to deal or process the fact that
It may take them a while till they get every penny off those videos. Like, come on, man. I'm telling you, I'm already predicting this shit. There's going to be more Kevin Samuel, videos in the future. Anton Daniels might be one of them. It's like, come on. It might take a while for some people to get, like, trust me, they're going to keep monetizing until those videos don't make any views. I'm like, come on, man. We all know this shit. I mean, well, yeah. Yep. I mean, it's like, no one should be surprised by this, honestly. I'm definitely not.
Even to me, that Kev is no longer here. For me specifically, I don't think that there's anybody that can ever replace Kev, and I don't think that there ever should be. In the same way, and I'm not comparing Kev to anybody specifically, but in the same way, it's never going to be another you. It's never going to be another legend. It's never going to be you are who you are. And there's not an opportunity when you're no longer here for somebody to replace you. It's just that life continues to evolve, and hopefully we take the insight and information and
all right.
Right. And so instead of people trying to replace Kevin, I think that they should take the lessons that they can, whatever it was that they can find that was good from him that he left us with, and create their own legacy. Yeah, you are awesome too.
Like the interviews.
And that's one of the things that is the most impressionable and impactful, I think, that Kev left us with, is that we all still have work to do. His time was his time, right? And the amount of time that he had on this earth, he made his impact.
All right. I'm just going to go on to the next one. He's just milking that shit. Milk it all the way, Anton. I hope you get your, I hope you make your money. You know what? I hope everyone today makes their money on Kevin Samuels. I hope everyone was able to pay a couple bills, maybe pay off some tuition, student loans, whatever, light bills. Can't forget old man. Just cringe. I mean, it all sounds nice, but I'm not falling for that shit. Okay, so yeah, he did mention Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock did this long ass video about Kevin Samuels in the Manosphere. I don't know what the hell he said. I'm gonna try to speed through it because it's kind of long and lengthy. Let's see what the fuck he goes about talking about here. And by the way, I didn't even know who this person was. I just looked up Kevin Samuels. I'm like, oh, okay. Heard about this guy before. Apparently, he claims to be in the Manosphere now. Some shit.
And today is the sad 1-year anniversary of the death of Kevin Samuels. And if you watch this show, you can see, or you should hear, the influence of Kevin Samuels on this show. Kevin Samuels, for those of you that don't know, was a terrific YouTuber who built an incredible following on Instagram and on YouTube, talking about the dynamics between Black men and Black women, primarily as it relates to relationships. He was the king of the Manosphere.
Oh,
the king
God damn.
Criticizing.
Whew, that label is, man, that label is, man. Well, I guess it's funny that people king of the Manosphere, and I mean, goddamn, people don't realize that he didn't like that. He didn't take that label, but I guess he's associated. So,
pushing back against matriarchal culture and the unrealistic expectations of a lot of women in general, Black women in particular. He had an awesome, awesome show. He died unexpectedly a year ago today in, under somewhat mysterious circumstances. There was a woman with Kevin at the time. I don't know if we ever got a full or complete story about what happened. I think they said Kevin died of hypertension and perhaps had a stroke or a heart attack, but he's left a huge void. His departure left a huge void in the Manosphere that I'm not sure has really been filled. We do something somewhat in the lane of Kevin Samuels, but we come at things obviously from a very biblical point of view. We mix in discussion of sports. But if you listen to this show and follow this show closely, you can hear that thread. You can see that thread of like, hey man, we have a matriarchal problem in America. Feminism is ruining America. And the dynamic, the relationship between Black men and Black women is so toxic, so poisonous, so destroyed that it's hard to see a light at the end of the tunnel, and we can see the negative ramifications of that relationship breakdown throughout American culture. So I wanted to spend some time today celebrating, remembering Kevin Samuels that are trying to capture some of his audience.
You know, Jason, as you bring me on to talk about the Black Manosphere and Kevin Samuels, boy, we've come a long way since the 1992. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, boy, time sure flies. I remember when he passed away suddenly that I was actually in Las Vegas for a fight last year. I believe it was Oscar Valdez against Shakur Stevenson. You know, with Kevin Samuels, it wasn't so much the messaging, which I thought was incredibly important. But for me, as someone that goes on the air and debates topics or talks about things, what I really took from him was presentation, how analytical he was, and how fact-based and how driven he was by knowledge and the truth, and actually to remain calm in the face of people that might get emotional, to really say, hey, these are my points. It's not going to change. I'm going to stay composed. You can fly off the handles, call me whatever you want, but stick with the messaging, but be well-researched in whatever point you argue, whatever vantage point you have. That's the thing. I mean, I still watch Kevin Samuels to this day, not just for laughs. And trust me, there are a lot of laughs that you can glean from it. But I do think he was part, and I don't want to give him all of the credit, because like you said, there have been other people like Tommy, who, by the way, is back. I don't know if he's been banned yet, but it's good to see Tommy back for at least a while. But he, I think, was a lightning rod for a lot of things that men have to start sticking up for themselves. The world is not always fair. In fact, it might be against us in a lot of ways. And I think his message went beyond just black men. I think that's what people don't understand. The Black Manosphere, in a lot of ways, is the Manosphere. Because, you know, I'll be honest with you. I really listen to mostly black content creators for the most part. And I'll tell you why. Is because they are not afraid. White men have capitulated to a point that they're all just a bunch of cucks. Yeah, I said it. Cucks. They're afraid to say anything.
Interesting. So he's saying that the blacks are not afraid. White dudes are cucks. They're afraid to say what's on their mind, but black people are not, apparently. That's interesting coming from an Asian dude. He said that Zone. That's fucked up. Zone, is this your cousin? Maybe it is. Maybe that's Zone's father. Shit. I don't know. But you know what? That also confirms something for me that I've known for a while, that non-black people do listen to black dating spaces, right? There's no way it's just all black people that are listening in on the fresh and fits and all that shit. Of course, it's multiple different types of people. So go figure. Let's keep going.
That will be deemed racist or offensive, and they back down, and they start to say things, softening their message, not wanting to blow back. While a lot of the guys that I listen to, and I can give you the list of my main lineup is, they're not afraid, and that is something that I do respect.
Oh, okay.
Who are these guys that are trying to replace Kevin Samuels?
Well, I don't know if they're trying to replace him, but these are the guys that if they come up on my YouTube timeline, I'll go out of the way and I will obviously make time to watch them, give them a like, give them comments. And they're not all Manosphere guys. And some of them are political, some of them are more societal. But obviously, Ock Nation, that's my favorite son, man. And I'm his biggest Crouching Tiger fan. Ock Nation, salute to you, brother, as always. Chaotic Truth. This guy gets on camera and blows stuff up like the Unibomber.
He mentioned Black Frieza. Yo, he mentioned Chaotic Truth. Really? Wow. Okay, look, Black Frieza getting some props. That's funny. Oh wow, Black Frieza might be on the next come up. I didn't expect that. Oh, that's funny. What's going on? Yeah, we're still rolling over here.
Bomber. Chaotic Truth, salute to you. Tommy Sotomayor, I've been through you.
Lou, what's going on? You noticed have you seen this guy before or what? Yeah, you watch us at Black 8 channels. Yo, he mentioned fucking Tommy and Chaotic Truth. Shout out to Black Frieza, man. Yo, it would be insane if Black Frieza became a 100K channel. That'd be fucking crazy.
You for 15 different channels. It's hard to find you. You disappear. You get banned all the time, but you rise from the ashes like the mighty Phoenix. Tommy, some of your rants are some of the funniest things ever. Angry Man, love Angry Man, very soothing.
Oh my god! Oh no, Angry Man got a shout out. Oh, I know he's happy as fuck. That dude happy. Maybe he even cried when he heard this. Angry Man finally got some credit that he's been wanting for what, decades? Oh man, shout out to shout out to Cell. Where is it? Damn. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Shout out to Cell. Woohoo! Man, he made it. Yeah. Cell made that shit. Okay. That's what's up. He got that shout out he's been waiting for, although, I mean, it came from an Asian dude, but it still counts. Still counts. Shout out to that guy. He got some credit. Finally. Got some fucking credit. Damn. Took a minute, but he got that shit. Congrats.
Calmest guy I've ever seen. He can be seething, but he can be so soothing, and he puts you to sleep, and then you act like rewinded as you wake up.
What? He puts you to sleep. He's so soothing. Okay. That sounds romantic.
Anton Daniels, you were on his show a couple months ago. You had a very good discussion and debate. I love that. You guys are allowed to disagree, and you should debate them and have a conversation and see if we can come to a middle ground. But Anton Daniels, salute to you. Trey NBD, more of a political guy, not as big.
Oh, wow.
I like him.
Trey
like the message that he brings
NBD.
about this is capitalism. We love America. We should be proud of this country, and let's be great Americans. And also, Jada Black. I like Jada Black. I sent you some of his stuff.
Oh, okay.
He's a funny guy.
I follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, and I love retweeting him. And it's funny, not a lot of people retweet him for whatever reason. The algorithm seems to be against him, but Jada Black, thumbs up to you. And also, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Now, there's a guy, I don't always agree with what he says, but I've said this before. We should be allowed to disagree. And the most pretentious thing you can say is, well, I don't always agree with somebody. Yeah, guess what, Buster? You're not supposed to.
Ah, man. You know what's crazy is that O'Shea doesn't like to link himself to the Black Manosphere anymore. Angry Man doesn't like to link himself to the Manosphere anymore. But they sure are associated with that shit. Yeah, I think he's a fellow Avatar nigga in the chat. Yeah, I'm thinking this is Zone's dad. But this could be fucking Zone. I don't see Zone in the chat anymore. Maybe it is him. Damn, that's fucked up. So this is Zone, huh? Damn. Now let's see.
So that's basically my foundational list right there. That's my 27 Yankees. I'm probably, if I'm missing anybody, my apologies. I'll bring it up later. But that's my murderer's row of the Manosphere.
So what I think Kevin Samuels represents and the Manosphere represents is that for now, the only place to find truth and an authentic discussion is on YouTube, not on regular television. Because Kevin Samuels actually is what Steve Harvey would be if they allowed the truth to be spoken on regular TV. I'm being serious.
But no, didn't Steve Harvey sold out though? I mean, isn't Steve Harvey like a cuck ass nigga? And just, doing it for the money? Paying the shit of women though. I don't think that would be the same. Honestly, I think if Steve Harvey was in this shit, I think a lot of niggas would be roasting Steve Harvey right now. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. He named all the channels that hate Black people. That's what that tells you. Yeah, because Trey, like I said, Trey shows up. The panels that Trey shows up on, and like, okay, it's not by mistake. But yeah, that shit is funny though. Yeah, I was about to say if he mentions Melody or Jessica X, I'm like, yep, that's definitely Zone. Yeah, but I'm just saying Harvey's lame. I don't know. Harvey's lame. I mean, this track record ain't clean, but I guess no one's track record is clean though.
I saw Kevin Samuels as like, oh man, because the way he dressed sharp and he talked about relationships. Steve Harvey put out that book and then movie. Was it Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman? Kevin Samuels' book would have been named something completely different. But Steve Harvey's kind of boxed in, and so he plays like the Oprah Winfrey role. Whereas Kevin Samuels is just like, no, I'm gonna represent dudes here, and I just think it represents how you have to be on the internet to get anywhere close to the truth, as opposed to being on linear television.
No, there's no doubt. And one other name, Black Gen Z. He's never on Demon Time. That's like his thing. But anyway, Steve Harvey panders.
Black Gen Z.
Let's be honest. The reason why he's at that particular place and that platform, it's the only thing he can say to keep that job. Honestly. And some of the stuff he says, you're just like, geez, you must really enjoy that paycheck. Not that I blame you. I get it. All of these guys are afraid, but they understand that there's an approved messaging. And if they stray from it, guess what? People will turn off. The core audience seems to be females for him, right? And I just feel as though he's strayed so far away from what he once was or wants to be. Because the reality is this, Jason. If he wants to stay there, he has no other choice.
I'm gonna give you an analogy. I wonder if you can even relate to it, or is it too much even for Steve Kim? Steve Harvey is the traditional Black church. Kevin Samuels was Louis Farrakhan. And so Steve Harvey's TD Jakes is TD Jakes, and Kevin Samuels is Louis Farrakhan.
Yeah, I could say that. And the Fruits of Samuels, they had their own word. I mean, honestly, the thing that got me about Kevin Samuels was he must have been well read. I mean, the stats and the fact, in a lot of ways, I think he's an offshoot of Thomas Sowell. The delivery, the calm, reasoned way that they would bring the facts. And the one thing that I respected that I thought was really interesting about Kevin Samuels, especially when he was alive and he would do his live stream. So he'd be on there for 3, 4, 5 hours.
Apparently, he's a sports journalist, but this nigga would be on Black YouTube in an avatar, with the avatar of Tupac or some shit on nigga chats and shit. So that was interesting to hear. I'm just waiting for Anchorman. Oh man, I finally got my credit. Yo, I'm just waiting for that shit. Boy, he'd be deep. Because the people he mentioned, he'd definitely be in the chats and shit. Dorian going in. Yeah, I think Steve Harvey's a clown too. I'm with you on that. I don't really care about Steve Harvey. Look at Jason Snacks with lie. He runs a common community for major publications. So I remember Jason. This dude did claim he was in the Manosphere too. I think it was last year or so. I forgot when. But notice that this dude didn't mention BGS at all. I find that funny as shit, and did not mention Obsidian. But if he's the people he mentioned, he definitely knows about those two though, for sure.
And he would basically demand, look, if you want my knowledge, you better pay. I better get some super chats voices. And everyone should try to work with each other because we're all in a certain ways trying to work towards the same goal. So I didn't really like the rivalries. I never really got involved in it. If one guy didn't like another, look, I could listen to Cool Mo D and LL Cool J as I show my age. That's the only hip hop rap that I care about. But I can listen to both.
Hippity hop.
Cool Mo D over LL, but I listen to both. So Kevin Samuels will be missed, but I think there's a lot of good, strong men on a daily basis carrying that torch.
All right. Speaking of good, strong men and performances, I went to go see the Big George Foreman movie this week. And
even before any questions are asked, I want to say one thing. I found my one true friend, that man right there, Bill Kaplan. That's what I want to say in success story.
Let's keep going.
At least,
is that it? Is that all?
When I watch these movies,
is make sure it's hairless. It's time to get ready for Hot Guy Summer. Oh boy, is it hot? Shamika Michelle.
And black women in general as undesirable.
Of course, he's going to talk about that.
I
won't. I can wear.
Okay. So that's this little short segment on the Manosphere. And had an Asian guy give the niggas we know credit. Man, I just hope Anchorman's happy. I hope Anchorman's happy about that shit. Next up, but before we get to that, be sure to like the video, share the stream. I know there's a lot of streams going on right now, but I appreciate you guys being in the chat, chilling. I know there's a lot going on, dude. I know there's a lot of. I know there's like probably 10 streams right now and shit. I know. But let's keep it going. Let's keep this shit going. All right, here we go. So this guy's a white dude, Aaron Journal. So this guy had a video about another date, another rejection. So this guy is fairly new to YouTube. He has like 15K subs, doing his thing. He got really popular doing a video called Life as a Lonely Man Over 40 with AASD. So he has things that he deals with in life and shit. But he has been like, so when he did this video, right? This video went viral at 400,000 views. It was a lot. And this is 5 months ago, right? And I remember like when he started live streaming, there was like dudes, women in the chat saying, "Oh, he fine," all this shit, and dudes were like, you should stay away from the red pill content. You should join MGTOW. There was one people recommending, "Oh, you should be a passport, bro." I remember him like just like dodging all that shit, like saying he doesn't want to get involved in all that bullshit. But let's just go ahead and listen to what he has to say here. This is a recent video he did. I'm just gonna play it. Let's see what he says. He seems like a chill dude, but I'm not gonna lie. Like when he did that viral video of his, you can go to his channel and check it out. Aaron's Journal. This dude, like, it was like he was about to fucking cry and shit. I mean, but hey, those tears worked. So hey,
Someone I actually met through this channel.
God, really?
Reached out to me on Instagram. We conversed for a bit, and she seemed really, really sweet, and that really struck me.
Dated the chick right off his channel. God damn.
Quickly, we ended up video chatting, and it seemed like we were really hitting it off. I was really feeling good about the way things were going. There was a point during one of our texting conversations when she told me that I radiate hotness.
Ha!
I was extremely flattered, to say the least. I mean, I haven't really gotten a compliment like that before. And then during one of our video chats,
that sounds like a white chick.
Like toward the end, she said she wanted to kiss me. I mean, wow. I was really starting to get my hopes up and feel excited about the way things were going. So eventually we decided to meet. I made reservations at a little restaurant in the city she lives in. And I made the 4-hour drive down there. Now, I kind of agonized about the 4-hour drive. Like maybe getting too far ahead of myself, thinking, if things go in a positive direction, that could kind of be a hurdle, I thought. But then I decided, I'm not going to get ahead of myself here. I'm just going to have a good time, see how things go. And if things were to develop into a relationship, then I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Just get a dog.
So we meet at that little restaurant, and it's like fireworks.
Shit, tight ain't shit.
I mean, definite mutual attraction. Her eyes were all over me, and lots of bashful eye contact, you know, and laughs to kind of break the tension. Because I mean, we were both nervous, but it seemed like it went really well, like beyond my expectations. So we finished dinner and we head outside, and it's this grassy area, kind of this town square, like where they have like, you know, events during the summer. And our hands brushed together, and then naturally I just took her hand in mine, and I was over the moon. It was just an amazing feeling for me.
Oh man.
So we meander over to this bench.
You ain't shit.
Just kind of people watch and talk, you know. And she snuggles up to me and lays her head on my shoulder. And then, you know, I turn and face her, and eventually we kiss. Not the deep, passionate kind, but, you know, just slow, gentle kisses, like getting to know you kisses. And it was unreal to me. It was like,
oh,
is this really happening? You know, am I really here? Is she really here? I wanted to pause time. I wanted time to stand still. Because, like, really in that moment, like, nothing else in the world mattered.
Oh, God, please.
It was just truly amazing to me. So eventually we have to say our goodbyes, our long goodbyes. And we walked back to where our cars were parked, and we just held each other. Sometimes just
what happened?
long
I
periods
mean,
of silence.
it sounds like everything's going good. But he says another rejection.
Me again.
So let's see.
And she said she didn't want to let go, and I didn't want her to.
Okay.
Either.
Damn, Johnny, ain't
reality
shit.
washed over me again. Like, is this really happening? You know.
Hopefully not. I mean, I don't want him to be on TV.
It was almost a lightheaded kind of feeling. So eventually we do part ways, and over the next several days, you know, the conversations kind of start falling off.
Ah, shit.
And I thought to myself, oh great, you know, I've seen this movie before. I know where this is going. So after a few days of radio silence, I asked her, hey, are we still talking?
Damn.
And that's when she confirmed my fears. She told me she doesn't really have time to date right now.
Wow.
Which,
okay. Bullshit.
By the way, it seems odd in light of the fact that she met me in the first place for that date, right?
Yeah, right. That's bullshit. Yeah, right.
And that she's got to work on herself and focus on her education.
Okay.
And that I have stuff to work on and she has stuff to work on, I guess, to soften the blow a little bit. At the end of the day, it was a nice way of saying there wouldn't be a second date, and she didn't want to see me again. I mean, I'm glad she gave some kind of explanation. I don't falter. I have no hard feelings toward her. It just is what it is, you know. I couldn't keep her interest.
Huh.
At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. I can't keep a woman's interest. This kind of thing just keeps happening for me. You know, whether it be a few days or a few weeks or longer.
Oh, okay, wait. You think this guy needs to go on Platt to get some game or something? Do you think he could get a dating coach? Some bullshit. Ah, man.
I mean, how quickly she lost interest is almost remarkable. Like, it's actually almost impressive. I mean, it started off fireworks, and just the contrast from the beginning to how things fell off in the end. But, you know, I've had some time to mull this over because it's been a little while now. I'm not really I'm not really upset about it. It's just kind of it just kind of is, you know, if that makes sense. It's not anything new for me.
But here's the thing: this guy, like, when he does live streams, right? He be having chicks simping in the chat. Like, it'd be chicks all like, you know, giving him compliments and stuff. So, I mean, and this is one of the chicks. He said this chick came from his channel, so he tried to get that YouTube box. Yo, for real. What's this guy's name? Let me see. Aaron's Journal. So let's look up Aaron's Journal. White dude here, 15K subscribers. This fucking depressing as shit. But look at the comments. Here we go. The amount of progress you made as a human since starting your channel is amazing. I'm insistent on your future. You have been such an inspiration to many and leaving an impact on this world. So, you know, you got a lot of, yes, like, you know, his fans support him and stuff. And people saying he's proud of him and all this stuff. Damn, one dude said she got the 7-day free trial and canceled the subscription. Damn, that's funny as shit. Man. So I mean, he got some comments, positivity shit like that. Oh, damn, Larry, what's going on, bro? You mad late. What's going on though? I did cover the Chat Mafia piece. But yeah, check out his video. I mean, he seems like a chill. He creates music and shit, but man, dude, I don't know. Well, feel bad for a dude, but I don't know. So what do you say? Don't get dating advice from a so-called bad guy, whatever they do. Nah. He needs some Henny. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next up on the docket. Let's see. Oh, okay. Go ahead and listen to some Kendra G bullshit. Here we go. Also, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new. Welcome to the channel. All right, here we go. I'm gonna fast forward this. What the hell is up with Kendra G's hair? I don't know. So she's a mama 3 and nail tech. Her man should make at least 150K. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Hi, Kizzy. How
All right.
are you?
Peace out, man.
Naisha.
Naisha, you are the girl that we never had, and I want to get to know you better.
Okay.
You picked me the other day, but I was taking my son to work, so I couldn't talk.
Oh, okay, well, I picked you.
Yeah, you picked me the other day. Yeah.
You got your son in the car.
I
Naisha,
know.
where you calling me from?
I'm in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Okay.
I am 34.
34. What you do for a living?
I'm a nail technician.
Nail tech. You have any kids?
I have 3 boys.
How old are your boys?
21, 11, and 12.
All about the same man?
No.
You have a 21-year-old. You got a baby young. How many men?
Yep. Just 2.
Have you ever been married?
I was.
When did you get divorced?
2014 of December.
Okay. All right. So what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
So this is Naisha, Indianapolis, 34, nail tech, 3 boys, 21, 11, 12. 5 men is a Cancer. What kind of man you looking for, Bo?
Just somebody who is honest, God-fearing, a man that cook and clean. His hygiene got to be up to par.
The man gotta cook and clean?
Yes, he got to. I mean, I want him to equal what I equal. So if I cook and clean, why he can't?
You want him to pay more bills than you?
We can do that together. It's not an
You
issue
wanna
at
go
all.
50-50?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
He has to be intelligent, intellectual, encouraging, comforting. That's really it.
Where you at right now?
I'm at Ross. I'm shopping.
Yeah, Ross though. What the fuck?
Shopping at Ross, child.
Yes, I watch your show anywhere.
Give me some pillows. They be having some good pillows.
They definitely do. I was just in here looking for some stuff for my house. Happy birthday, also.
Now, what's your deal breakers?
A liar, a cheater, manipulator, a bum, somebody who don't do nothing for themselves, don't want to level up or elevate in life.
She's talking about her exes.
Okay, so we gotta look a certain way.
I like dark-skinned men.
Dark-skinned
He
men.
has to be handsome. I do not want nobody missing a side tooth or none of that at all. I don't. My teeth are pretty. I take care of myself to the best of my ability. So he got to compliment me.
No teeth missing. I ain't shit for this, but you hear that, Osama? No teeth missing, nigga. You better keep your teeth in. They did some teeth surgery some while ago, whatever. So okay, you need full teeth, smart and shit. Okay. She's dark skins only. Sorry, Brian's of the world. No light skin niggas. Sorry, only dark skin. Yeah, I did. Yeah, the God fearing shit. I mean, church chicks be on some bullshit too. I mean, you can't really. I don't know. When I see that chicks say that, I don't know. Church chicks can be hoes too. They can do some grimy shit, sleeping with the pastor, all types of bullshit. You know.
Okay, we gotta make a certain amount of money.
At least like 150.
At least
150,000 a year, at least. I travel. Of course, I just said I have 3 kids. I take care of my own household. So yeah, he got to be up to par.
Does your baby daddies make $150,000?
I'm not with them, so I can't tell you what's in their pocket.
Ha!
I stand on my own. Yeah, and
do they make $150K?
My youngest two kids did.
What did he do for a living?
He was actually a culinary chef.
Why y'all not together? You got 2 kids together.
It was a domestic situation. He put his hands on me.
Okay, yes, you gotta leave that. So the new man has to make 150K, period.
Yes. I mean, even if it's not 150K, as long as he has something going for himself, I'll be okay with it. Just as long as you're not lazy and you're not
God
like.
damn. So you have to have something going for yourself, or 150. Man, okay. Cat, man.
Not doing nothing for yourself, because I'm not gonna take care of a man.
You make 150K?
I make close to it, yeah.
What?
You gotta make more than you.
Yep.
How is she making close to 150 as a nail tech?
You have to provide for your boys too.
I don't know if they can they make them.
No, I take care of my kids by myself. I would say, like, as far as setting an example for them, yeah. As far as financially, no, because I'm gonna always make something happen for my kids, no matter what it is.
Do you want to get married one day?
I do want to get married one day. I do.
So wouldn't he have to live with your kids if he married you?
Yes, and he
So
would have to
he's
set an
only
example for
gonna
me.
He's only gonna buy one piece of grocery for himself. He's only gonna pay the light bill for himself.
No,
So
not at
would be
all.
providing for your kids if he marries you. You don't think so?
Yes, definitely, yes.
You would have to provide for your kids.
Oh, I'm reading these comments, Kendra. These cousins is cousining.
Saying, let's see what some of the cousins.
Because I am her. I am definitely her. I definitely
that's right.
have my own business.
That's right. Everyone on YouTube is perfect. Everyone on YouTube has a perfect life, perfect everything. But everyone's so perfect. But these bullshit topics and all this shit every fucking day, every 24/7. But everyone's perfect. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's the offer. 150 and a stepdad. I mean, but niggas will take it. Niggas will take it. Niggas will take it for sure. I'm sure she got options.
What they
I definitely have they just talking about as far as my income. Y'all probably worried about mine because y'all don't got none coming in.
Oh, because you're a nail tech. I don't know how that profession works, to be honest. So you make almost 150K as a nail tech?
Ma'am, you just have to wait.
Yeah, I do nail feet.
I put gold and caviar and diamonds on nails.
I can put anything in your nails.
Yeah. She put diamond gold, caviar, a motherfucking Visa card.
All right, golly. Okay. By the way, the link is attached. I keep forgetting about this. I'm gotta get used to this shit. But yeah, if anyone has anything to say, because we're getting close to the 30-hour mark. If you have anything you want to, any 2 cents on anything I've said, I've covered, definitely, click the link because we're getting close to the 3-hour mark. Hold on a second. Let me see. She says she's not cute. All right. Linebacker. But she's going to have hella options, though, bro. She will. All right. Let's see. I mean, there's some other stuff I wanted to cover. Oh, that link not working? Oh, my bad. Damn. Okay. Here we go. Josh, there you go. There's in a chat. If you have any quick thoughts before we reach 3 hour. There's like a lot of things I haven't even covered yet that I might have to just cover for the next stream. Because there was a video that Dimcad did that I wanted to cover, but we'll probably do that for the next stream. It's just a lot. You know how it is. There's always some shit going on. Sly did a video on the Black Manosphere. Yo, Josh, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
Chilling. How you doing? What's any thoughts on anything I talked about?
Shit, the little bitch you just had up.
Oh,
look like yeah, the busy bone looking bitch.
Yeah. Busy bone. Yeah.
Yeah, that
man.
bitch look like Busy Bone in the face. Nah, man. Nah, I'm just enjoying the show, man. I'm sitting, I'm chilling, man. On a little vacation, I guess you could say, and shit. So
Okay, that's what's up, man. I need a break myself, so I feel you.
yeah, man. Now the shit you had showed, not hey, the just pearly thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all drove the white woman to this shit, man. Like,
See, the thing with that one is that, I mean, you have to really blame O-Man for that shit. You have to blame the Jason Blacks. I mean, they're giving her attention, they're covering her shit.
yeah,
I mean, O-Man gave her a platform, and hey, it is what it is. I know a lot of people don't want to say, oh, she's not tied to the Manosphere, but she clearly said in her video that, yeah, some of her audience is the Manosphere. I mean, it is. I mean, so
yeah,
it is on that. Niggas need to just deal with it. It's funny as shit. A lot of people that co-signed her, but it is what it is.
yeah, man.
Just take a L.
Now she's standing up. Like it's kind of like the chick, the little skinny, little scrawny white girl getting beat up and shit. Now she finally standing up to the bully and shit. She done went to taekwondo classes and martial arts classes, and now she know how to kick a little ass. So she gonna stand up to y'all. She gonna stand up to y'all and shit now. She ain't gonna take no more. Yeah, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said though in the chat, hey, from that video she posted, she was going off.
Yeah, she said no one can stop her. She's, no one can stop her ass.
Hey, I know that. I can stop her ass. Though. I might have to. Hey, on the slow Tuesday, your boy, your boy might go to on the slow Tuesday now.
Man. Well,
Oh boy.
remember what BGS said. They want to use her to talk to the lawmakers. So, we'll see how that goes.
And that's another thing. Look, man, and them niggas ain't trying to do that. Them niggas ain't trying. Look, all that, and that goes for the what you call that, the Black Brain Trust
Oh yeah, damn, yeah.
and all that. Like they just say this shit to keep the heat off of them and shit. But the hoes, they say shit. They just like they one and the same. It's almost like because the hoes they'll say some shit just to try to keep the heat off of them, and now you got these niggas over here. Oh we just want to keep her in the manosphere so we can talk to the lawmakers. You ain't gonna see BGS old ass up in no court. You
Nope.
ain't gonna see. You ain't gonna see old man up in no damn congressional hearing with no cane.
Nope.
You ain't gonna see it. You ain't gonna see that shit, man. So I wish niggas would stop lying on YouTube just to just try to get an audience and stuff like that. Now you won't see that shit. And the
Nah.
same thing for the like I said though, same thing for the hoes. The whole y'all, we just and all that. No, look, you don't see these motherfuckers unless somebody done got murked in the street. And you see them somehow. Where do niggas get a megaphone from? You like I ain't never seen a megaphone in a nigga house unless it's time to damn protest or something. And all of a sudden niggas got megaphones. They got the money in the budget for megaphones and shit now. And they can just yell out whatever.
I mean, just imagine getting a testimonial from Cynthia G. Oh yeah, I aborted my kid today. Cynthia G. Thank you. Like after aborting my kid, man, like I have a better life now that I don't have a upcoming kid coming up. Like you don't see that dumb shit.
No.
Like are chicks really gonna abort their kids because Cynthia G said so? Like fuck out of here, man. I
Yeah,
don't believe
well,
that.
I ain't gonna say they'll do it because Cynthia G said so, but I think for them, and I hate to use the word awkward because everybody using these words now, and like they just run away with it. It's like niggas will learn a new word, boy, and they will drive that shit into the ground.
Yeah, right.
But like these like medium ugly bitches and shit, like with I ain't even say auntie bodies, like with them teacher with fourth grade teacher bodies and shit. Like
Yeah,
them the ones who's influenced by Cynthia G and all that. Them hoes that's teachers and shit. They been teachers for like 8 years. They still ain't got no man. They got a big ass cat running around the house named Duke and shit. Like yeah, them the hoes, man. That's influenced. But nah, ain't no regular Keisha. Nah, that hoe she gonna get an abortion because she just broke it for her. And she ain't got no, she ain't got money to raise no other kids and shit. But yeah, the red shit. I wanted to, I guess talk about the red shit too, man.
Yeah.
And I go over there every now and then, man. Red is like the spot in the hood where like all the old niggas hang out at and
Yeah.
shit. And then like, cause we got a spot like that here in Macon, man. And it's like a spot in the hood, like all the old niggas, all the old hood niggas, they done retired or they getting their SSI and shit. But they just go to this one old dude house and shit for some fucking reason. I don't know why his house is the hangout spot. And like niggas just be talking, like bitches. I don't know, like bitches be bringing them plates and shit. It's
So
crazy. Like it's like red shit is that.
the
Like you
the
got
thi-
old niggas and shit over there.
the thing about Reg, and then Lou talked about this before when he roasted Reg and shit. Like we've been trying to tell Reg, we try to give this dude tips all the fucking time though. Like, yo, you got what you have is not a bad thing. He can get 100 or so live easy. You just have to moderate and manage the craziness, right? I mean, look at the fight clubs and all this stuff. They do the same shit. They're just nigga panels. Like you've been doing nigga panels for years. Like just manage it, moderate it, just control it, change your titles. Like no one knows what you're talking about when you say Thursday news. Like no, like you need to, fully optimize your shit, your description, everything. If you're gonna clout chase, fine. Do it. Do how do what you're supposed to do on Black YouTube.
I know it's a nigga panel, but I'm sorry, but that Fight Club shit boring as fuck to me. I can't watch Fight Club no more than 30 minutes.
I'm with you. I can't really watch it that long either. I just, maybe it's worth like if Bala X has like a clip of it, I'll watch that, a little 10-minute, 5-minute, but the whole 3 hours shit, I'm usually out of there because I mean the man's just already talked about most of that shit that you've been talking about. So
Yeah, and then it's like it's like if y'all don't post a clip or something like that, then I don't watch that shit, man. It's like a bunch of niggas in school, like it's like high school. I know you've been to what like you went to a predominantly black high school, right?
Nah, my high school was kind of diverse, but I went to the HBCU though for college.
Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of like in a black high school where majority of the dumbass kids they hang out, but they the cool kids though. The dumbass kids are the cool kids.
Yeah.
But they just hang out at a table and shit at lunch, and they just debate shit. Like they be talking about shit that they don't have no knowledge on. They feel so strong about that shit. And if you just sit and listen to it, like these niggas don't know what the fuck they talking about. They just yelling at each other, calling each other dumbass niggas and shit like that now, and both of them wrong. So, I can't watch that shit, man.
Like I said, as someone at his channel size, right? He should be getting way more than 100 or even 50 or 30 in his chat by now. I mean, after you nuke the chat, you're seeing like 40s, 30s.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like you said earlier, he, blocking everybody and all that.
Yeah. It's not the way to
Sometimes
go.
I just sit in the clouds because I'm like, man, I don't even, damn, I can't even say what I want to say, God. I'm scared of it.
Yeah, Spirit be getting timed out. Kevin Kelly left the chat. Titan left the chat. Spirit of Justice be getting timed out. Larry sometimes, it's here or there. All that shit.
I thought he was gonna drop my ass the other day when I was going in on that Ebony Williams shit. Like,
I don't know, man.
Like some of them old niggas, they wanted. Who's that? AC, that nigga AC. He wanted to jump down my throat about that shit, man. I'm like, hell, man, this hoe don't even like y'all. Y'all defending that bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. AC can be funny at times. I mean, even Rich knocked his ass out and took him away from the channel, then added him back and shit. It's like, so
yeah.
He's back and forth with that shit. I mean, even throughout the year, I think Chat Mafia will probably return again, most likely, but it's gonna be very predictable.
He do the same with them hoes. You know how I feel about them niggas who sympathetic to them hoes. He was step up on the plat. So
right. I mean, if you want men to say what they have to say, I mean, shouldn't that be what the Manosphere is, or the black space, or I don't know, what should it be about, right? Men saying whatever they have to say,
saying whatever the fuck they got to say.
All this shit.
Yeah.
It's not like you're attacking any. I mean, if it's just jokes, just clown back. That's all I'm saying. Just clown back.
Exactly.
And move on to the next video. That's it.
Save the bitch and all that. Hey.
Larry said, I gave him $2 Friday, so I think that's why he ain't blocked me yet. He needs everything he can get. I mean, Larry be sick with it in chat. But yeah, I mean, this shit's funny. I mean, I don't know if you've been to RBRs yet.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can't watch it. I can't watch this shit either. You know, that pro black shit, man. I can't watch.
It's the coon level too much for you.
I'm too much of a coon. I'm too much of a coon to watch this shit now, man. I'm liable to say something and get blocked.
And RPR is funny though. You might want to. You can still get your shit off on the chat though. He's not gonna knock you too much.
Oh, you won't? Oh, okay. Well,
not really.
I have to check him out then, because the couple of times I tried to listen, I'm like, he playing old school music and shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, if you're listening to him while you're doing something productive, it ain't too bad.
Across 110th Street.
Yeah. What else? What did you think about the Jason Whitlock thing? Him giving Anger Man a shout out finally and all that other shit.
But I know that nigga was running through the house.
Yeah, I'm wondering, did he mention it or do a video on it yet?
I don't know. Angry Man, he another one. I think Angry Man would be good if he didn't spend 45 minutes playing fucking old school hip hop.
Yeah,
like just rap.
Yeah, that's a straight up. That's a straight up copyright claim, I think.
Yeah, like if he didn't spend 45 minutes just playing fucking different rap songs and shit, sitting there looking at the camera, smoking the cigar and shit, like just get right into it, get right into the cooking. I like him though. Outside of that, I like AM, but I'll be waiting on him to get to the point. And this nigga want to play down fucking race, right? What the fucking Wu Tang Clan and shit. Hey, come on with it. But yeah, I know that nigga running through the house. He probably told the wife, "Babe,
that dude happy as fuck. I mean,
babe, Jason Whitlock
got what he wanted from the Asian dude.
The fat ass nigga that I used to watch on Fox Sports."
Okay, so wait, Jason Whitlock, what is he, like a sports commentator or what is he?
So Jason Whitlock had a show on Fox Sports, Fox Sports 1. It was him and Marcellus Wiley. And that old ass dude, Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy was like the funniest, part of the show. He made the show good, other than, sitting there listening to two old ass damn former NFL players debate about shit, But yeah, he had a show for a while. I forgot why they took him down, but yeah, then they just gave the show to Marcellus Wiley and LaShawn McCoy, and LaShawn McCoy bitch ass. Yeah, I don't like that nigga. That nigga an Eagles player, so I don't fuck him. But yeah, I think they basically just gave the show to him, and like it's like LaShawn McCoy and like two other niggas. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but it started out Jason Whitlock's show
Mm-hmm.
and shit. He was, he riding Tom Brady dick and shit. And
Okay.
him and Aaron Rodgers, he riding their dick. But yeah.
Okay. Hey man,
Yeah.
but it was good.
Whitlock cool though.
It was good to have you on though, but I am reaching the 3-hour mark.
All right, man. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down anyway, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming up though.
No problem.
All right. Salute to Josh, man. But yeah, man, we have reached the 3-hour mark. There was some stuff I still didn't cover, but I will just try to get to it on the next stream. You guys know it's a lot of stuff going around on Black YouTube. So appreciate everyone in the chat. I know there's a lot of streams going on. But I'll beam up again in a couple of days. So everyone have a good rest of your day and be safe out there.
It's the beat, I hear it in my sleep sometimes. Blare it in your Jeep so your peeps can stare at the rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs is touching, never swallow the ham. He'd rather eat a sandwich salad. It might need salt like your man's bland ballad. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell yous. Blues on L juice, snooze all hell loose. Break it, take it like the good, the bad, the ugly. Break it rolling through your hood in the caddy buggy. Butter softy leather, floss and fatty juggy. Always threw me off when she told me daddy funked me. I'm like any who's sees walking all out in the street without any shoes. I guess it's better than some funky socks. You need to get her some skips before she catch the monkeypox. She wanna hear the beatbox, take pills and make fake krills to sheetrock. Sing it, bring it back to your laboratory while he's in his oratory, glorious like a horror story. The mask is like Jason. He told the place not to let the basket type case in. He might be some type of wacko, looking for a chance to heat the pipes like a crack hole. He said, blessed be the Lord, who believe any mess they read up on a message board. If so, I got a bridge for the Lolo. Them type